And wrestling fans, welcome to the Indy Spotlight. I know things are a little weird. We're doing, not doing rehab exactly today because, just stuff has happened.
We're professionals!
Promise. I am your host, the #certified Mark J. Williams, here with my co-host, as always,
the voice of Texas wrestling fans, Kyle Smith.
And today we are joined by the reincarnation of excellence, Kari, Wright?
Yes, sir. Kari, Wright. Yes, sir. Excellence.
I saw that. I'm like, I keep hoping somebody will actually announce you as that because it's like you started going by that more. And I'm like, but I think it's easier for announcers.
Take away one of my questions later. Jeez.
Sorry. But we're also going to be talking about the Purge because, we're not really going to be talking about Revolver too much, except for the fact that
No, Revolver was good.
Yeah.
Our guys did amazing. Kari and Tommy fucking killed it. Nick and Sed killed it. Exodus was great. The boy, or Scorn. The NPX was represented very well. Eagle and Keith Lee was fun.
Yes.
Especially if you know them from the PCW days. It was great.
Throwback.
Yeah, the Revolver show was good. You really should check it out. It's on Fight. It was great. But yes, I was just so proud of our guys. It did strike me at first that it was Sed and Nick. I did not expect that at all. I figured Revolver would bring their own refs, which they did. They had a couple there. But having Nick and Sed and Travis was it too. He did the main event with Jerome and Bailey.
Nice.
It was great. It was really great to see NPX represented very well for something that we've said on here is they're taking a week off. They're weekly running. They do their own stuff. They do it very well. What are they necessarily getting out of this?
And
they did. They actually got something very well, and hopefully these guys, Kari, Exodus, Tommy, the Scorn, Eagle, they get something out of this on a bigger, higher independent scale. Because, like I said, every one
of was from everything I have heard, everything I've seen, from Aaron Eagle getting a black eye from Keith Lee to a ref Nick chant during the show. Looks like it was really, really worked out. Saw clips of your match, and it's like y'all brought it to a new level. The two of you have gone toe to toe before, and y'all brought it to a new level on that one.
Hey.
Thank you.
Tried to break his neck with the Bruce Lee. It was wonderful.
And it's funny because I just watched the Bruce Lee movie the night prior.
He was like,
so you said,
and I was like, I'm gonna do it.
So you got your inspiration.
I have to.
Yeah, I gotta ask, was that like the first time you've ever watched a Bruce Lee movie, or?
It was the first time in a while. So it's recently. It's been very recent. I just watched one yesterday. Fist of Fury?
Yes.
Fist of Fury? I think it was Fist of Fury. I think that was the first one, I think.
Fist of Fury, Chinese Connection, just a whole bunch of names for it.
And then Enter the Dragon.
Yes.
And then way before that, I think it was Enter the Dragon again, but I forgot about it because it was so long ago. I just wanted to see people fight. So I wasn't paying attention to any of the story or anything. I was just I just want to see Bruce Lee hit somebody.
Yeah. But that's awesome. But we also have the Purge coming up this weekend, which you told us you're not scheduled to appear.
I'm going to be where I need to be when I gotta be there. That is the best way I can put that.
Given that you hold a certain title at NPX, you could be there if you damn well want to be.
Yeah.
True.
All you gotta do is walk in, hand it to a ref, and be like, "This match is mine now."
What title is that?
That is the NPX Prospect Championship.
How many defenses is he up to?
Yeah, I was going to say, the only man that had to defend it 6,000 times in order to actually get 4.
That's history in itself. First ever to defend a prospect, 600,000, 547 times 2.
But the lineup of matches that we've got here, we've got 2 championship matches on the card. One is the NPX IDEX championship match, where it's title versus career, pretty much, for Aaron Eagle.
So it's not even necessarily career; it's Texas career.
Yeah,
because and again, like I said, that's what makes me worried and drives that point home is Why is it specified Texas? It's something's up with that, and I don't like it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not exactly a loser leaves town. It's not exactly a title versus career. It's like this one's one of those weird mishmash.
Yeah,
ones.
it's for the Addicts title, but if Tommy loses and Eagle wins, Tommy cannot wrestle in the state of Texas anymore.
Yeah.
So,
and of course, there's also the fact that there is precedent of the MPX Addicts Championship being cashed in on. So
thanks,
and you've beaten Aaron Eagle before.
Well, it's not even that. Think about it. I mean, it's very simple. Ladder match going on. He cashes in. They're both laid out. He climbs up, brings down. Kari wins. Yeah. So is that now something that since Tommy didn't win, does he still have to leave? Because Eagle didn't beat him.
That's for MPX, man.
Well, I'm gonna say because of what happened at Wrestling Revolver, Tommy can go. Tommy can go. I'm biased.
I can imagine that. Yeah.
Just a little bit. I mean, you did try to take the man's head off, though. So
I want to win. I want to win.
Fair. But we've also got the Kendo Stick Tornado Tag match as Los Reyes will be taking on Tommy Prince and Matt Locke, which that's a team up we haven't seen at MPX before.
No, but I mean, Matt Locke and Gabe are almost identical, right? They're kind of same.
They?
They're a little bit similar.
Matt and Gabe?
Yeah, they're similar.
I mean, they both got that rugged kind of
exactly
appeal to them.
Yeah, they're very similar.
No, just remember, Matt doesn't care for Gabe's built for war rugged thing.
Oh, that is true. Yeah. But no, and then Los Reyes being represented by Morte and Dylan Smasher, which Smasher and Locke have made this very clear. This is the first time they've ever gone at each other. The first time in a ring. So that'll be interesting to see. Former best friends and tag mates going against each other.
That's definitely going to have some interesting connotations. Gabe Wilder not involved in this at all because of, he almost had his eye taken out by Los Reyes last time.
No, let's be honest, it's by El Jefe. So
poor little Gabe. poor little Gabe.
Yeah, you've got quite a history with him yourself.
Yeah, he's fine. Yeah, he's alright.
But
former tag team champion partner, so
really, all those championships came from me.
that is true.
It's because of me.
And what was he in Civil Disorder, sir? What did you always call him?
He was the one who won the tag team.
No, that's not what you said.
And it was
always not what you called him.
It was always during the matches when he wasn't there that they actually lost the tag titles too.
Yeah, but that's not what you were. That's not what you said. You
was
said
it coattail?
Yes, it was the coattail rider. Yeah, someone tried to say you were the coattail of Civil Disorder.
And then he won the
I was the excellence behind Civil Disorder. The championships were because of me. I did that.
Yeah. But actually, I do want to talk more about that later. Had a whole lot of questions and a whole lot of thoughts I want to discuss. But we've also got the cheerlead legal match as Hilda versus MJ Santana versus Morgan Mercy versus Angel Blue.
One of these things is not like the other.
And it's Angel Blue.
No, but okay.
Angel is
I just like I said when we talked about it a little bit before. Is we've seen Hilda do some violent, hardcore-ish things. We know Angel is fucking deathmatch tested. Angel will fucking die and bleed, and it's wonderful. And we've seen Morgan, being hardcore stuff. We don't really know how violent MJ can get.
This is going to be a first time for her, I think.
At least for me, because granted it's more Oklahoma, so I don't get to see it as much. But it's very untested to me of MJ in this match.
And that's actually one of those things of if she happens to watch this, which I highly doubt, she's got better things to do than watch us.
Stop doubting your own goddamn podcast! Oh my god!
Sorry, boss. But go all in on those chair shots. Don't hold back. I've seen some chair shots from people who are newer at it, or just don't know how to handle it, in which they kind of kink and you're just like, what's that?
It's the little Hulk Hogan.
Just go in, bam, hit.
No, I'm telling you right now, fucking Angel's not going to hold back.
Oh, exactly. I can promise you, Angel's not going to hold back. Morgan's not going to hold back, and I'm pretty damn sure that crazy doll Hilda is not going to hold back. MJ, you need to let it all go.
Yeah.
We don't know what MJ.
Right, exactly. That's the thing. It's very untested and unproven. She may come out and just shock.
She may go in, just throw a chair at somebody's head.
Yeah. It's like she could do that whole throat chop thing with a chair. That'd be awesome to watch. And I'd be very impressed.
No, I do. It's not. It's not that I don't think she'll do bad. I think she will impress. It's just one of those. It's unproven. We don't know how it will be. But I do think this match is going to be good. It's one of those that I'm actually really looking forward to. Like, the card's great. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of stuff I'm looking forward to. This Charlie Legal match seems like it's going to be one of the more violent things we see that night, which is weird, given everything that's on that card. I feel like these 4 women are out there to prove something, and they're going to try to steal the show.
Well, if nothing
Holy
else,
shit, guys! Kyle's talking good about women's wrestling.
I always do.
We've also got the MPX Championship match, an excessive violence match at Sky de Lacrimosa. The Texas Chainsaw will be challenging the MPX champion for that belt after everything that's gone on the past couple of months.
You're watching that one closely, aren't you?
Very much so.
I was going to say, like, this is the one that I'm pretty sure
That
is
one's
like,
very
if we see you,
interesting.
this is probably where we're going to see you, like, right after this.
Yeah, obviously this has been built up. It was, All-Star, when Sky lost the match, got fired, refused to bow down to Tatum. Which, again, there was photo evidence. He was on both knees, technically.
It didn't say bow down. It said bend the knee. He bent both knees. Which, for Sky, that's saying something.
His knees are already shot. He was already on the ground anyway. So, but that's the thing. So this is, while I do wish it kind of dragged out a little more, for the short amount of time they've done it, the story is amazing, and how well they've done it with the inclusion of Isaac coming back. Isaac coming back and kind of leading the charge in the promos and the vignettes and going against Tatum is amazing.
I mean,
I do think something will happen, which I won't say. I'll save it for later, and we'll talk about it. But I do feel Isaac is going to play a very important key role in this. That's going to be something different, which I think is great. I'm looking forward to it. If what I think is going to happen, I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
But
at
again,
the same
we're
time,
in this.
I'm also thinking, given some things we've seen in the past, I don't think he's the only manager that might come into play here.
I mean, and that's the thing that's true. We don't know. But, you're in this whole, Tatum is Roman in the MPX universe, and that's kind of what we're on.
I'm not the only one, but
No,
okay.
I know you're not. I know you're not. You have a show and you're vocal about it. Yes, I do think Tatum retains. Because that's, I think, again, like I said.
Love you, Sky, but
to me, we're on this projection of it's got to be Destiny, I think, before Tatum drops it again.
Next Destiny?
Yeah,
Really?
I do think it's going to be. I do do think it's going to be long.
How long are you willing to hold on to that prospect championship?
He's got a year. Yeah. He's got a year. It's fine. It's fine. He's got a year. No, I do think we're still in for a long haul on Tatum's title reign. And again, to me, I've enjoyed it. I know others haven't. But to me, when you look at the matches he's put on and the performances he's put on and the promos and getting the fans to hate him, Tatum's done everything right, despite what some people think. I think Tatum has done very well with it, and I don't think, because again, it's exactly like WWE. You're having to build it to when he finally loses, the person that he drops it to is a fucking made man. And I don't think it needs to be a Sky or I'm still thinking Red, the build-up, like with Cody. I think we're getting that build-up to when it is Red, and then it's there.
I mean, there's always the spoiler right here.
There is, and that is very possible. Because, again, I also like the spoiler of who did it. It was when Dimitri won it, and then Sky cashed it immediately.
Which, actually, if that were to happen after the Purge,
I'm thinking
that's karmic.
Yeah, and I'm thinking that's what it is. It's going. Whoever has it cashes in at that moment to
he's
really
got
defeat
to
it.
cash it in before he.
It's going to be an excellent moment.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Oh, he said X. This means it's going to be Exodus.
I said excellent. See?
And of course the I don't want to say not celebrity match, but big name match.
Well, I mean, yeah, we could not get Abaddon, which we got advertised for a week. Yay. And we're getting, so it's the Extreme Rules match. We're getting Vert Vixen, which is great to see back. We haven't seen Vert in a long time in the NPX ring. And then we're getting Nyla Rose, so should be interesting. Maybe.
It's like I'm wondering. It's like you're not the only person I've heard not exactly hot on her. I'm wondering if we're going to see a different side of Nyla in an independent show as compared to.
And that's the
TV.
thing with Abaddon. When Abaddon first came in, I was not a fan. I didn't think she was that good. And then she came in and she impressed me. Like there is something about seeing someone on TV and then seeing someone live. There is a difference.
Yeah.
And Nyla Rose may exactly be that way. when I watch her on AEW and I've seen clips, just not a huge fan. Seeing her live, very well
Whole
may change
different
that.
experience.
Exactly, because that was the way with Abaddon. Abaddon always had a great gimmick, but when I watched her in the ring on AEW, I'm like, yeah, it's not that great. Then she comes to MPX, I'm like, oh no, you actually are pretty talented. This is cool. So it may be the same thing.
That's an interesting take. It's very interesting.
So, with all of that, I mean, the Purge, you know, given the history of the Purge last year for Tatum wasn't exactly a good time for him.
The Purge last year was the best Purge ever. Going around whooping every person was the best feeling ever.
I believe it.
It was awesome.
I mean, hey, it is the Purge. You can come back and do that again.
Yeah, nothing's stopping you.
And that's the other thing, because you look at it, we've got what, 5 matches? There may be a surprise match. You know,
I was
we
gonna
don't
say,
know.
it's like there's at least 2 more matches that
Maybe. I mean,
surprising.
granted, it's a Purge and a bigger show. I would like for these to have a lot of time, so I wouldn't necessarily do the 7. Maybe a 6.
Yeah.
I think 6 matches would
And
be
let's
pretty
not
good.
forget there is whatever's going on with the Texas Wrestling Commission.
Yeah. Them and the Palmers don't like each other.
I'm actually kind of curious as to who the director of the commission is.
I told you, there's only one person I would actually enjoy for it to actually make a
But
believable
could they actually
storyline.
could they get him back?
Who do you
No,
That man doesn't want to
he's
get off his
not.
couch.
He's not leaving his couch.
Jamie Dollar.
Yeah, Jamie is not leaving. If he did, fucking amazing, and then I
Yeah.
actually love the TWC for all the shit I've talked
Now,
about.
I was going to
They
say,
become my
like, that was
favorite.
180 you 100%.
Oh yeah, it would 100% because I
Me,
love Jamie.
It's like I am kind of curious as to where it's going to go. I'm not like wholly invested in it, but it's growing on me.
Yeah.
You know, kind of like a fungus.
I mean, and it's.
Which is exactly what Jamie is.
Oh
my.
I thought it was gonna be the TWC, but yeah. No, I do enjoy, like I said, the storyline with the TWC and the Palmers, and you know, it's good to be bosses because you can just yell "fuck" on the microphone, and it's wonderful. Anyone else tries to do that, they're getting yelled at backstage. But that is, I do enjoy where that storyline's going, and seeing Day finally wrestle, even though it was against Dalton, which again, Dalton's great, and Day, you know, was good. It has an amazing look.
Yeah.
He really did.
Oh God, yeah.
And then
Super
in ring
jacked.
wasn't that bad. Like for a very first match and stuff like that.
Well, he started his training under Kirby, and he's continued his training. Sorry to break kayfabe here, folks, but you know, it's like, and he's continued it.
That's been
through,
dead for several years, sir. Especially on this fucking show.
Oh yeah,
Jamie's dead?
No, right?
Nani?
Naughty the fuck, yo!
But yeah, I do want to see more of them. Like I said, the whole storyline to me has just been weird because one, there's no such fucking thing as the Texas Wrestling Commission, so it's dumb to begin with. And then having Day, a member of the TWC, actually wrestle, that makes no fucking sense. They just
Sir,
the whole
We
thing.
need order.
No, you're thinking of it too much.
Yeah.
Wrestling needs to be logical.
There's-
You can bring logic in wrestling.
Suspension of disbelief, verisimilitude. They are trying for it. I will give them that. It's not always 100%
Well, and that's the
effective
thing.
with this,
It has,
but they are trying.
Like I said, it's still okay. I'm not on fully hate train yet, to where I'm like, okay, this needs to fucking end, like, you know, with the Pack. But it's
Hey! The Pack was one of the single greatest groups.
the Pack would have been
in
great
existence.
if they had 2 other people.
They had. Oh.
Kari, you were there for the pack, right? You remember the
Was I?
pack.
Who was in?
Sapo and Brock and
Was
the
I
Bear
there?
and the Rabbit. I don't know if you were there yet or
I
not.
don't think I was.
I think he had popped up a couple of times as a face.
I was gonna say that was like
2 years ago, right? That was like within my first year.
that was before COVID,
Yeah, it was before COVID.
because then
That was I think
Yeah.
that was before
Think you were
I got
a
there.
disorder at the time?
no,
No.
the Soul Disorder's way after that.
Okay, let me put
It
it this
was-
way: Prime Flight was still a tag team.
That is
Yes.
true. So.
Oh, we finally got a question!
We got a question. So
I didn't know we had started this part yet.
Let's go
Okay.
ahead. Let me go ahead and get started with
I was
this.
like, where's our
'cause,
first
of course,
question?
We're just going to go ahead and
Questions.
do one show straight through. That's why we use the After Dark intro instead of the Rehab intro. We are joined by the reincarnation of excellence, Kari Jai Wright. God damn it.
Here, let's
Now you know why announcers
Hold on.
only say Kari right.
let's start. Let's take your time.
We are joined by the reincarnation of excellence, Kari Jai Wright.
There it goes. See, it flows. It flows.
Yeah. So our first question comes from Greg. He says, how did it feel to wrestle at Wrestling Revolver?
How did it feel? It felt completely normal. Like I was supposed to be there. Like I'm meant to be there. That's how it felt.
Yep.
But if you want a more corporate answer, it was a surreal experience. Not only for myself, but for the MPX people involved, for the fans, even Nick, Sad, Travis. Just surreal. To even have them come down there. Well, this is their first time down here.
Yes, first time they're in Texas.
For them coming down here and then just being allowed the opportunity to just be a part of such a historic moment, I guess I can say. It was surreal, and the crowd was super intense.
Yeah.
Whole way through.
The pictures I saw, that place was packed.
It was like packed out on the floor. Then they had some it was like some built-in kind of like seats in the back. And then it was even like employees on like the first few levels that they was up there watching, but it was crazy. Everybody was locked in.
That is awesome.
All right, so we got another question from James. Kari, have you inquired on the max length of time you can hold the prospect title? Because we don't want another instance where, with the money in the bank briefcase.
Wait, what was it? Repeat.
Have you inquired on the max length of time you can hold the prospect title?
There ain't no time. I hold it as long as I want to.
Yeah, as
long as I got it.
I was gonna say
there ain't no cashing in for nobody else. There ain't no competition. There ain't no matches. Cause if I got it, it's mine. So we should actually change it. It's Kari's title now. Kari is the prospect. Excellent championship. Name still in progress.
There we go. TBD.
Until I cash it in, it is mine. The title don't even exist no more. It ain't part of MPX's championship roster. It's mine.
That's true.
It's mine. So I will hold it. I'll probably hold it till I'm 35. I'll hold it. I'll get signed and I'll still hold it. Come back and cash in. Because I can do that. Because it's mine now.
See, that's exactly what I was kind of hoping would happen with it too.
I was like, in Q management to be like, no.
Also 35. How long is that for you?
I'm 27.
Oh, jeez.
27.
Seriously. Baby!
Not as bad as Demo.
Dear God.
Demo's younger than me.
Yeah, he's 20. Fucking 20. Yeah, someone tried to invite him to the bar. He goes, I can't.
I was like, what they feed?
I forgot.
Well, and when the man is 6'9" and looks like, you're not expecting you to be, I'm 20. What the fuck?
How?
I graduated high school last year.
I what the hell are they eating?
I was just like, what? Yeah, exactly. Like, what are they feeding y'all nowadays? Y'all just big, tall folks. Why?
It's in the water.
It gotta be. They throwing steroids in the chicken or something. I don't know.
But going back a little bit to what our normal first question is so what made you fall in love with wrestling, and then how'd you get into the business?
Let me see. Let me see if I can put the two together. Well, let me do this. How I fell in love with wrestling, it wasn't like first, like you see it and fall in love with it. It was like I guess a build up to it. Cause I came into it like late 2000, like 2005-ish. And that's cause I was in and out. Only because I didn't know what channel that it ever came on. I didn't even know it was a thing until I went to my cousin's house and he just had it on TV. And I think that was around the time Undertaker and Jeff Hardy were feuding or something. Okay. And that was a pyro incident.
Right.
And imagine seeing that for your first time, not knowing what wrestling is.
Talking about the one where Jeff Hardy had to go in his face and
Matt
Hardy did and stuff. Yeah.
And then all the...
Yeah, it turned out to be Matt Hardy and they had their match at WrestleMania 25 and stuff. Yeah.
So I came in on that, and then again I left my cousin's house and didn't know anything else. So it was some time between that where I didn't know what it really was. And then I down all the things. And then we would ask his dad, like, every time Mania came around, like, we don't ask for no pay-per-view throughout the whole year. We saved the one ask for WrestleMania.
Exactly.
And so I think the first one I watched was 25. That was the first one I watched.
I was there.
It was so good.
Yeah.
It was a fantastic one.
And I guess that's where the love started.
Right.
Manifesting right there.
Yeah.
Question. Kari, did the Wrestle Revolver experience boost your ego or humble you?
Both, in a way. it boosts my ego in a way that, because I try to humble myself in general, but it boosts my ego in a way that it motivates me to do more, keep going further, and it humbled me to show me that I still have so much more to do, or I've come a long way, but there's still a lot of work still to be done.
That was something from the 2 training classes I had. One of the things Kirby said that always stuck out was there's no such thing as a perfect match. There's no such thing as being perfect. You've always got to get better. You always can improve. If someone tells you you have a perfect match, they're fucking lying. Go find someone else. There's always something to work and build on. And he even pointed out WrestleMania 25, Shawn and Taker, everyone says is an amazing match. If you actually rewatch that, there are things moments where it's like, that could have been better, that could be that. Now, is it still an amazing match? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But there are always things to change.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Chris asks, speaking of Demo Diamond, how does it feel to be his inspiration, as he referred to when he was on the show?
He's actually told me that in person before. And it's still a little bit more of like a surreal feeling, like to know that I'm inspiring somebody. I mean, if I am, cool. Follow your dreams. That's what I be telling people.
Now, see,
follow your heart, follow your dreams, but don't be crossing me.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like, I understand what he meant and what he said, but the way he said it, I watched Kari and said, I can do that. I'm like, ooh, that's taken the wrong way.
It's funny because that's how I be watching wrestling. I be like, I can definitely do that. I can be on this stage. I can do that. I get what he means.
Right, yeah, exactly. I know what he meant, but the way he said it, I was like, oh, that could be taken the wrong way.
It could be.
That's so easy. I could do that. It's like, no, I can do this.
Yeah.
This would be awesome.
That's where that motivation comes from.
Right.
If they can do it and they're on this kind of stage, I definitely can make it.
Which, going back a little bit, so we talked about how you fell in love with wrestling. How did you get into wrestling? Like, how did you find the school and training, stuff like that?
So with that one of my homeboys, his name was Chance. Oh, his name is Chance, not was. He did a tryout for DFW All Pro. I saw it on his page one day, and I left it. I pinned it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm still looking for school. Well, I didn't know if I was like ready to take the step to actually do it. I'm like, I love watching wrestling, but am I ready to take that next step to actually do it? And so some time passed, and like, I just watched more and more, and then what really triggered it was that Seth Rollins cash in on Brock and Roman
and
I was like, yes, because one thing I love is a beautiful cash in moment.
So you're saying you like cash ins, huh?
That's exactly what I'm saying. But that moment, so I went back.
Tatum's Roman, Sky's Brock. We get it. Go ahead.
That's interesting. I like that. I like that. But I asked him once that moment happened. I asked him, "Hey, bro, what was that school that you tried out at?" And he told me. I messaged him, and then they had a tryout. It was like September 2017. Want to pursue it or not? So it was like me, my homeboy Donovan, my cousin Jacoby. We all went to the trial. We all did well, and then Lamar, he gave us that option. Like, okay, well, we're gonna start the trial, and not the trial. We're gonna start the next class in February 2018. And so time has passed. Like, I talked to my cousin about it, and I talked to my homeboy Donovan about it. And I'm like, hey, do y'all wanna like pursue this? My cousin at that time, he was more focused on music and photography. He wanted to do that.
Right.
Donovan, he wanted to do like YouTube skits and stuff like that. So I'm like, well, I want to do it.
Right.
So best case scenario, I can go do it, and then by the time I start learning what I need to learn, I can whoop on them because they're going to be brand new. And so that's how that happened for me starting to grow. And then eventually it was just me.
Right.
and then like they went and did their own thing, which I'm happy for them that they did, because I want them to go and do, things that they enjoy. Because if that's what I'm doing, that's what I want y'all to do too.
Yeah.
So we have two questions. One from James Shepard saying, have you had a chance to wrestle Barrett Brown?
No! I want this match so bad.
Yeah.
Him and Brian Keith.
Yeah.
I need those two.
God.
Yeah.
I want those two really
Yes.
bad.
Banger match, absolutely.
I need those.
Yes.
And Greg asks, do you like singles wrestling or tag wrestling better?
I have respect for both. Let me just say that first of all. But I prefer singles more.
Yeah.
I like to be accountable for myself. That's the best way I can put that.
Yeah.
I just like to be accountable for me. Not that is anything wrong with tag wrestling. I will do it.
Yeah.
It's fun.
I was gonna say you've been in very successful tag teams, so
Yes, like I love it, but like I just want to be accountable for my own. I want to be responsible for my own thing.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it. But
Right.
watching it, being a part of it, absolutely, I would do it. I love watching. It's amazing.
Yeah, because it was like
Barrett said, let's go. I'm absolutely down.
Let's do it, Barry. Yeah, we need
I need to
it.
message Marcus later.
We need it.
Yeah, but talking about tag teams, I'm just like we were talking about Demo, and it's like with what Demo's done lately and everything like that. I know he's going off on his own. You're definitely killing it on your own, but I'm just like that could also easily be a successful Shawn and Diesel thing. Shawn Michaels and Diesel.
Yeah.
Because the two of you, I think, would actually make a good team up as well. With him being like, yeah, he inspires me, but he's also like almost 7 feet tall.
It'll be like
You're the champion, you know.
It'll be like a big little brother. He's tall, and it's funny too because I'm usually always the tallest person. So it's happy to see like somebody else like above me.
So James Lindsay asks, cash in that prospect title for a random match versus Barrett?
No. I will cash in for a title.
I will get that title, then defend it against Barrett. There we go.
Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea.
Vinny Vincent TV asks, I mark out for your finish every damn time. It's so sick. It's beautiful. Did that come out of your mind or what?
It didn't.
Oh, yeah,
it came
that
from it came from my coach actually, Athena. It came from her. She knows because I've told her. So it's funny. She did it at it was at NXT whenever she was there at that point in time. And then I saw the move. This was before I even started training with her. I was like, gonna use that. I like it. I like it. I'm gonna make it mine. But I'm happy to see that it's a dope finish.
Oh, it's amazing. And that was
I love
the thing.
it.
It was I can't remember the match right now, but where you were being choked out and then you hit it
Me and Cavins.
fell on top. Yeah, you and Cavins. I loved that finish. I thought it was amazing because you were choked out, you passed out 1, 2, 3 because you pinned him, and then when you woke up, just your face like, oh, I won! Yeah, it was that finish
I was like,
so great
because I'm fading. I'm like,
and that's why
all I gotta do is
and that's the thing. Everyone's
yank
like,
him.
"Oh, wasn't that as impactful?" I go, "Yeah, because he's being passed out. It was wonderful because that's what the way it should have been." Loved it.
see you're a guy that gets
A little bit every now and then. I also get told my wrestling opinions are dumb almost every day, but you know.
Welcome to the IWC.
Not having dumb opinions.
No, I was gonna say it's that one. Tell me.
Oh, okay.
But there may be points to that. Like not all opinions be like
No.
it's like, all right, man.
Again,
Like-
I've said it time and time again. Wrestling fans are the worst and best thing about wrestling.
I can see that.
So Greg asks, when and where did you meet Exodus and how did y'all's tag team start?
We met at DFW All Pro. We met there. We was training together, and he was actually, I guess technically our tag team started because he was actually part of my first match. It was me, X versus Skip Terrific at the time in CT.
Oh, nice.
So they were like,
I heard forever.
Yeah.
Yep. They were like my first match. So I guess that's technically where the tag team started. Then we started taking it. We took it all over Texas, wherever we could. And then it just blew up from there. And at a point in time, we were just like, hey, bro, you want to do some single stuff? Like, hey, bro, you go blow up. I go blow up. I guess kind of like a Triple H Shawn Michaels thing. Like, yes, they're dope together, but by themselves, like
exactly.
Yeah, definitely.
they elevate them. Yeah.
Well, and that was the thing. So, like, you had debuted first at MPX, and I forgot what it was. I want to say it was a Rumble that I first kind of saw you, or at least took notice. I think you had something before that.
I think it's my match with Sky.
Yeah,
it was either that because I think Frankie Fisher.
I
was
do
like my
remember it
second.
was you and Sky because it was Sky I talked to after. I was like, man, Kari was really good. And he's like, dude, kid's smooth. I love it. He was like, working with him was easy. I was like, I hope we get him more. And then you had like a DFW title at the time, so you didn't come as much to MPX.
Yeah.
But then we got Exodus, and I knew y'all were the tag team and went separate ways, and then Exodus blew up, and then you came in. I was like, oh, this is what we were supposed to get originally was Kari. Like, it was like a replacement, kind of. It was like, oh, Kari's going to be great, and then all of a sudden Exodus kind of comes out. I was like, oh, we're not getting Kari?
It's a funny side backstory to that. So, around that point in time where I wasn't able to come to MPX, I recommended X.
Yeah.
Because I was like, bro, you're going to be perfect over here. I already know this. Like, you're going to be dope over here. And as we can see,
Right.
as much as I hate the mofo, I respect that he's good.
Yeah.
Like, I respect skill when you see it. You respect it.
Well, and that was the thing. Like, Exodus came in, and he immediately, there was something about, like, his very first match, and I've said it before, him and Silver were off, and I was like, oh, I don't know if he'll come back. And then he did, and that second match just, boom, was amazing. And it was like, after that first experience, he knew the addicts. He knew how to get under his skin. He knew where Pulver, like, X is one of the first ones to find Pulver and learn where he was at. Like, he just knew how to control that crowd and make himself the top heel. I'm like, holy shit, this is amazing. And then, as we've seen, just better and better and better. And then when you kind of come in, it was kind of the same thing. Like, they put you all with soul disorder and stuff like that. But then, because you were always a face, I was like, oh, how can he be healed? Fucking amazed. Like, you just took to it. I'm like, holy shit, this is great.
That's actually where the coattail thing started. That was actually never at you directly. That was at management. Because I'm sitting here thinking to myself, it's like, because at the time, Exodus Prime is the MPX Addicts champion, and he's disrespecting the belt and everything like that. I'm sitting here going, it's like, okay, he's beat everybody that's come at him. Who could come at him that would throw him off, know him well, and they would get an instant pop the moment he shows up as a hero? Kari. And then you come in to back him up. I'm like,
Come in as a villain.
come in as a villain, and then they always have you be the one left behind in the ring. I'm like, no! Don't do this to him.
Sometimes
You've made him a coattail rider.
Sometimes in my friendships, I'm loyal to a fault. I can just say that.
James asks, you seem to have a friendship of sorts with the hero Aaron Eagle. Care to explain?
Friendship.
Keep your enemies close.
Sort of a friendship, acquaintanceship. I like Eagle. Eagle's great. He's hilarious, actually. The whole hero post thing,
Yep.
I love it. It's amazing.
And now all of the world will see it because of Revolver, so it's great.
Exactly. I guess a little bit of our friendship was hinted at when we did the Fight Win Survive. And just working with him, I like working with Eagle. He's hilarious.
Which, again, I don't care what anyone says, you won that sock match. You got cheated.
I did.
I know.
The referee.
And first of all, if it's a sock match, I think it's based off who got the best socks.
Exactly.
Clearly, that was me.
That's
Backpack full of amazing, phenomenal, beautiful pieces of work.
But I love how, again, Kari was, again, showing how smart he is. Found the loophole, wore multiple socks. It was great. Brilliant.
Yeah.
He wasn't supposed to know all that.
But actually, that does bring in a question. It's like, okay, were all those your socks, or did you buy them specifically for the match?
No, those were mine. All those amazing, beautiful socks that you've seen.
No wonder
were
you
mine.
passed out after smelling one of them.
That's one I've been missing. That's one I've been missing for a while. And I was like, I don't know where it is, but I found it.
It's probably under the ring right now.
Probably.
It's where everything gets shoved.
Well, I don't know about under the ring. I mean, have they put it back together yet?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they had to move. It's a brand new ring, so yeah, they found it.
Work in progress. I'm sure it's been thrown away.
Right.
Disposed of like Monsters Inc.
Yep.
23
Exactly.
So Greg asks, Kari, what would your dream match be and with who?
Like anybody in general?
Yeah.
In general.
So I have like 3. Seth Rollins, Kenny Omega, and Roman Reigns right now. Because it's awesome.
It was like, you want to face the tribal chief?
Yes.
because he's, you can find the chink in the armor.
Yeah, right now while he's got little weak and he ain't got his people. I mean, he still got solo and stuff, but
Solo's dangerous
right now.
but we can't. I can't. Look, I'll just bring MPX. But like, y'all get Solo.
Exactly.
Y'all get him out of there.
So did you end up stealing some of your girls' socks for the match? Because she's asking whose.
Yeah.
Because they're our socks.
They're communal socks.
I'm in the moment right now. I'm saying they're our socks. But most of those socks I've had before I was with her. But they're our socks.
Okay, so this isn't really a question, but
Hey,
I was gonna say.
no, that's love.
Hey.
Exactly. I've lost hoodies. I've lost shorts. It's fine. It's fine. It's ours.
Like, that is love. It's no longer a mine thing. Ours.
There's a reason I always get 2X shirts.
See, it makes
No. I get the 2X shirts and you just take them. Don't even try that.
I get that.
Or is it like a borrow kind of thing, right? It could be that.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I'm out here.
Oh,
But yeah.
what we got?
Oh, you'll see. But going a little bit back, because it's something me and Olivia have argued about. I loved your Killmonger entrance music.
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought that was
Yes.
great. She absolutely hated it, and then you changed it, and she goes, "It's better." And I was like, "I don't think it's better." How do you feel?
it's better. It's
No.
still not good.
I wasn't going to say that
I don't know if you
part.
remember this.
I wasn't going to say that part.
I don't know if you remember this, but at one point in time, you had come out to your old music, the Killmonger music, and I was like,
Which,
this fucking sucks. And then girl, go. So does your mom.
That
I was like, you're right.
that was Gabby. Probably.
Yeah, no, yeah, it was. It was hilarious because immediately it was like boom, back and back, and then she kind of broke. She goes, "Fair, that was good."
But as for the music, I love the Killmonger music.
Yes,
It was good.
I love it.
I thought. It
And
was
the only reason I changed it was because I was told it sounded a little too low.
See,
Okay,
So
that's fair.
my next song, it kind of gives you that same sort of feel.
Yeah.
Not exactly the same, but it's close enough to what I was doing.
See, and I liked the Killmonger music because you knew what it was like and what it was sound. So then your mannerisms work to it. Like Randy Orton's when he comes out, the voices.
Yes.
His mannerism, everything flows to it, and that's what I thought you were doing perfectly with the Killmonger. And that's why I was like, no, this is great. One, because I know it's Killmonger and I love that, and then two, I was like, the way you walked, the way you presented, I was like, no, he's got it. He's listening to the music, he knows it. His mannerisms are flowing, and you do have that with your other one. It took a little bit, I think, but you do have that now.
Yes.
James Shepard asked, who is someone at MPX you haven't faced but want to?
Let me see. Who haven't I went against yet? Let me see.
My first thought was the Palmers. Either one of them.
That's it. Thank you,
Yeah.
Matt Palmer.
Yeah.
I want Palmer.
And then Greg asks, on top of that, would you wrestle Keith Lee or Swerve Strickland? I think you and Rich Swann would have had a banger match.
I would have had an awesome match. High key, I wanted to go against Keith Lee.
Yeah.
I wanted to, but obviously it's not my choice. But I think
you can't just walk into the room and be like, nope, my match, let's go. That's not how this works.
no.
I've seen where they come out and just demand a match and they get it. It didn't work that way.
Nah, they in a different kind of league. I gotta be like, hey, you want me? Yeah, okay.
Please, sir, can I have a match?
But I would say, please, sir. I like that one. But let me see, between Keith Lee and Swerve, it's funny because I've gotten little comparisons to Swerve Strickland, actually.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Between both, because it's like two different kind of
Exactly. I was like,
deals.
Keith Lee, you're going to get to fly a little bit. You're going to get tossed around some. Swerve, you might actually be the bigger guy, I think, actually.
I think he's a little bit bigger than me.
Is he?
A little bit.
Oh, okay.
Something specific.
I want to, for the sake of the question, I'm going to say Swerve.
Yep.
I'm going to say Swerve because I feel like I can, a little more would come out of me
Yeah.
being in a match with Swerve.
Because again, probably, and just me talking, but it's because of the comparison, you're going to try to prove you're better, so it's going to put you up a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to. What I would try to do is try to prove my own individuality, like why I don't want to be compared.
Right.
Yeah.
Why I'm my
Exactly.
own kind of entity, like that. With Keith Lee, it's like. Obviously, I'm not as big, so I'm gonna be real limited on what kind of moves I actually do.
You're going to be using your speed a lot.
Yes. So it's gonna be a lot of water breaks, Gatorades.
It's like, go high. Yeah. I agree with Rich Swann too. Yeah, I think that'd be a similar situation.
I would-
with Swerve.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love that match too, especially seeing him and X at Wrestling Revolver. I was like, yeah, I need him. I need that.
Maybe we'll get him at some point at MPX.
Yeah.
Sometime
Maybe.
soon. Somebody
Maybe.
put it together.
Palmer, you listening? Yeah, let's use those connections you have, buddy. And now Palmer hates me. Cool.
He doesn't already.
Probably does. Most people do.
I think as long, well, he's not gonna hate you right now. He's focused on the Texas wrestling.
That is true.
That's where his focus is
Yeah.
right now. So you're good.
Exactly.
You're good right now.
That's if he's not already high and drunk.
That is
I didn't say that.
Maybe.
That was all behind camera. No one else said that.
He did.
So I see. Plot twist. I got a question, and this is a question I like to ask people because it's interesting.
Okay.
So if you could pick one place to live, either Gotham or Metropolis, where would you live?
Gotham. I like darkness. I hate the sun. Gotham's
It's because
always
there was
dark.
no thought to it. Like, why would you want to live there?
One, I love Batman. Two,
That is a terrible.
I like darkness.
Look, I want
so.
to hear yours, and I'm gonna tell you why I would not live
I
there.
also grew up in Southeast Dallas, so I'm used to the hood. I'm used to ghettos.
Understandable.
It's fine.
Understandable.
See, as long as we get the version of it from like the animated series where it's kind of like the future, but also the 1950s with style. I'll live in Metropolis or Gotham.
See,
without
Okay, that's
trouble.
fair. That's fair.
See, y'all missing the point right here. You're a regular civilian, right?
Yeah.
Think about this.
Metropolis is the safer place.
Think about this. Exactly.
Yes,
Think-
but you got more fun in Gotham.
Look. So
And more job opportunities.
you're walking around outside. The Clayface come up, right?
Yeah.
For Batman to get to you, somebody got to get to the signal first. And for them to do that, he got to see it.
Yeah.
Wherever he is, he got to see it.
See, I live the in Gotham. I live the Purge every day.
You're like, I'm just gonna stay
Although-
home. You ain't gotta worry about none of
When it
that.
comes down to it, if we're going off of safety, I want to live in Smallville.
Yeah.
See, but that wasn't the question.
I know. But you see, it's like in Gotham, it's like you don't know who's going to stab you randomly on the street. In Metropolis, that's where the big ones come in. You know, the city gets half destroyed
See,
every
but
other
you
day.
got Superman coming in. See, that's why I would say
Yeah,
Metropolis, because I can be like, I mean, like it can be at any tone, and then boom.
Yeah, but
Superman's
Superman's defeated by a tiny green rock, so.
dead. Hey, bro, would you rather have that green rock or this superpowered man, or like a dude that got to get in his car to get to you?
Anyways, the correct answer is Star City.
Yeah. The Flash is the quickest.
No. Star City
That's
is
a good
Green
one.
Arrow.
And think about
Central is
That's
Flash.
a good one.
like
I thought
let's-
Star City was Flash.
No, Star City is Green Arrow.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm a nerd.
No, you're right. I just forgot. I thought it was Flash.
That's
yeah.
logical. That's logical.
So, Vinny
I-
Vincent TV asks Kari versus Jordan Oliver, personal dream match.
Jesus Christ, that'd be amazing. Yeah, you.
That's one I'm not
Right.
against. I would take on anybody. Let me just say it right now. I will take on all the competition.
You want to fight the Great Khali? How's that one?
Okay, that's not a difficult one.
I'll take that too. I ain't scared of smoke. I'll take that one too.
I was gonna say that's not as difficult as you think. You just take out the
You
knee.
can't-
He's like,
You
Yeah,
can't be in
but-
wrestling and be scared.
But if he gets
Gotta-
you and then he does that Punjabi,
True.
I've always hated that
True.
plunge.
Look.
It looks terrifying.
As soon as he get me up, right in his eye. Right in his eye. And then hit him with that knee.
Bravo.
We good.
Greg asks Kari, do you have any new merchandise coming out soon?
I have some ideas. I don't know how soon they're going to come out, but I am working on some things. Because I know it's been a drought. I know the people want the excellent merch. I know this. I'm working on something.
Shot glasses?
We gonna put that on there.
Yeah.
That's another one.
That's
Thank
a good
you.
idea.
Thank you.
I'm literally mad that I can't find it now that you guys are on my phone.
Is it not over there?
No. I have an original
Yeah.
Kari Wright shirt.
Mm-hmm.
With the
Yes.
anime
Yes.
one?
Yes.
You gave
That was like my first one. I have one at the house.
Oh, did I give it to you guys?
Yes.
God damn.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I was like, no, we haven't. I've seen it.
I
It
was
was in
like,
our gear bag.
If you want it back, I'll bring it back. You know, it's
No.
like-
Yeah, that's one of the original ones.
Yeah.
I still
I
have
made
one
the
too.
comments
Yeah.
about how it's like I'd always wanted one of those shirts, and she's like,
Yeah.
"I got you." And of course, she'd been drinking, so
As I do.
Yeah, that happens.
But yeah, no, I have an original, and it's absolutely hilarious.
Yes. Yeah.
The way that I ended up finding it. Because I did not buy it. I found it. I would have bought one, but I already have
Was it one that I left?
No.
Did I leave
it?
it?
No.
We hadn't been on a show together.
Not even that way.
So,
That's
So
hilarious.
Sean suggests you versus Brick Savage.
We were supposed to have that match, but Brick ran. Y'all remember? Y'all remember that?
Is this
He
the
went and
time-
did another match with somebody else. So
is this the time period you really want to be challenging Brick, especially with
That's
he's-
what's going on.
I mean he's
okay, first of all, who cares? Brick's made of glass.
ooh.
Brick is made of glass.
So I would say technically I won
All
already.
right, so we need to get like 2 of those huge family size bags.
We need to go to Costco.
Yeah, Costco bags of M&Ms. I'd like to live to see another day.
Yeah.
I'll give you one, so you give me.
I don't want to die.
So Chris Hicks
Something.
suggests that you also do sunglasses or shades. Because apparently the ones that Rook sold did really well.
Yeah. The little flame ones? Yeah, because Gabby stole some. She likes her shades. I like mine as well.
So you should do some.
Yeah, you
Shit.
have those John Lennon style shades actually.
I
look
like
really
the
good,
on the nose ones.
Yeah.
The little my little ovals. Is
You like
what I
the
call them.
Morpheus style?
Yeah, my
where you just
little
clip them
oval.
on.
Yeah.
Rose colored glasses.
I used to have the my first ones before I got to the little oval ones on the nose. I had the little flip ones, the little house party ones. And I was like, no, these cool, but they don't. Something about them not. It ain't it.
Right.
So Greg asks, have you wrestled JD Griffey?
No, but I would love to. I'm waiting on that match
I was
too.
gonna say, it's like y'all are just giving him a list of people he wants to face.
Yes,
Okay.
like I have a list. But like I don't publicly put out the list. I just let things happen.
Everybody.
So when they be like, "You got this person," I'll be like, "Bet on my list already. Let's do it. I'm down."
So I'm kind of curious because your reaction seemed very genuine and like it threw you off. 2 weeks ago when you were facing Chandler and everyone kind of got behind you and started Kari chants, how was that like? Because it really did. And granted, you may be just playing and it was awesome, but it seemed like you were taken back at first. You're like, why are y'all cheering me?
Yeah, I was. I'm like it's like.
I'm the
Yeah,
bad
shit.
guy. What the hell?
Well, that just proves how much people hate Chandler.
But also, MPX was me.
Yeah.
Chandler is the outside entity coming in. That's,
Yeah, that's
that's
true.
my place. But
true.
still, ew, don't. No,
Don't cheer me.
disgusting.
But see, that's the thing though. If you cash in on Tatum, you know you're the most over face at that point. Everyone loves you at that point.
I'm gonna say this: when I cash in, I'm doing it for me and me alone.
It ain't
Me and me alone. It ain't for the people. It ain't for the support. No. Buy my merch though whenever it comes out. But it is for me and me alone.
But yeah, no, and that was the thing like that. And I always said like you and Cavens, I thought was a better matchup than Chandler. I thought it was a better replacement because Chandler is not my cup of tea. Is it gonna be a bad match? No, and it wasn't. You and Chandler was fine. There's something about Chandler and his wrestling I just don't like.
I was gonna say
I don't
that
like
was actually the weaker of
I
Chandler's
don't-
matches.
And I don't like the gimmick, and it's just, I don't know, I'm not a fan of Chandler. So then I was happy that when people started chanting Kari and get behind Kari, I was like, oh cool, I'm not the only one that realizes Chandler's
See.
not that great. Awesome.
And it's because of the cheers. that I got I got distracted and Chandler ended up winning. So it's y'all's fault. And this is why I don't like this is why.
And Demo has joined the chat.
Boo!
See you next week.
Oh, what you doing next week, buddy?
Shit.
What you doing?
What you talking about?
Yeah, what you talking about?
Richard Robinson asks, who is your role model in WWE?
Me. Me ain't in WWE. I don't necessarily. Well, this is coming from me. I don't necessarily like to have role models because it's a whole different experience when you actually meet them. I like people that I respect, like what they do. So if it's a question like that, then Seth Rollins, Roman, Kenny Omega, and this.
Which God, what basketball player was that in the '90s? Was like, I'm not your fucking role model. Was it Barkley?
I think so.
That sounds like something.
I think it was Charles Barkley. It was when
sounds like King Charles.
It was when he was at his peak, and everyone. He's like, I'm not your fucking role model.
Yeah, because he was people were talking like, you're a role model to kids. You shouldn't be cussing so much.
Yeah, he's like, no, I'm not.
I'm not a role model. What are you talking about?
Like, I'm just playing basketball.
Me, you, and X, and JoJo Hot.
Oh, at HOT.
Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah.
Oh, and our little fatal four-way.
Yeah,
Okay.
nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
You be ready to lose. Prepare yourself to lose.
Greg asks, have you ever been a face or have you always been a heel?
Both.
Yeah.
I don't know, Greg. Have you? Have you been following your boy? I started this face, but then I got that heel itch, and I love it. That's amazing.
I like to be me more. It just turned up.
Here, I want to show you this. I know we're on camera and we're live on show, but I need to show you this. Oh fuck! No, it's the wrong video.
Didn't you send me a video like that whenever you first found it?
Probably.
I recall like some video, and I'm like, oh,
there's my shirt.
Time to empty my bag.
Alright, straightening iron, shoes, kick pad.
Yep. I was like, that's it right there. That's
And folded.
it's funny, yo. I was gonna say it's folded.
Folded perfectly in shape.
Now I know for sure I didn't do that because I throw my stuff in the I like doing like a little roll.
They're currently sitting on our desk at home waiting to get actually framed.
That's funny. Somebody's probably trying to do a prank on me or something.
I have no idea. Like I said, well, actually, I remember whenever I opened the bag after because I was at AAPW. So I want to say it might have been Riza's originally.
Oh, maybe.
So, because we were on that show together, and I remember our stuff was next to each other, but I don't know how she ended up throwing her stuff in my bag because we have two different color bags.
Demo, you're taking your life in your own hands, bro.
Oh, they've been going back and forth all day.
Oh, that's crazy. Demo said, how's those knees?
Oh, that's funny. Again, how's middle school, brother?
Oh, no.
Remember, I already told you, your mom told me you can't go to the pizza party Friday unless you get grades up.
I'm not the pizza part. That's the best part of school.
I know. Fuck around and find out. I'll be your stepmom later. Tell you to take your ass to bed at 9 o'clock.
I love this.
God,
This is amazing.
So we're gonna get Demo back on the show at some point soon, right? And just like
Probably.
one of us is gonna get replaced with her, and it's just gonna be them back.
We
and
know
forth.
it's gonna be me.
He's gonna keep asking me about my needs, and I'm gonna take his
Nah,
out.
nah. This don't need this. This needs y'all need to duke it out. Y'all need to duke it out in a little cage, a little street cage, in some grass. Just go.
Speaking of Livy fighting and Demo fighting and everything like that, let's go back unfortunate few months to March of this year during the Jason Silva Memorial Show at the MPX Event Center. You won that Rumble match.
Sorry. Yes, I did. I did win that match.
So how did it feel to, win that match after all of that?
Well, Jason was like one of the first few people when I actually got to MPX that gave me that welcoming like feeling, and like he was always helping me in any kind of way that he could. So the fact that I got the wheel, it was actually the wheel through Jason that actually got me to win that match.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I don't want to let my boy down. But also, we all know how Jason is. Like, he just likes crazy. He just likes crazy nonsense.
Which is why it was you and Richter as the last two.
Exactly. But to have that honor to win that for him, like, it was grateful. And then, like, it's a really hard moment for me because Jason's death happened. Then a little bit after that, my grandma passed away.
Oh, man.
So,
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it's fine. We got through it. But I was finding the strength from that and with Jason to like will myself through there. Well, I guess through the rest of my wrestling career, because I don't want to like quit now. Even when I have thoughts of trying to quit, I'm like, nah. Jason probably be like, bro, get your probably smack me in the back of my head and so I was like, bro, what you talking about?
Yes, showcase for the immortal. Thank you, Sean.
Yes.
The immortal.
Greg asks Kari, how far have you traveled to wrestle and where do you want to go to wrestle?
How far have I traveled? The furthest I traveled, I wrestled in Florida. That was
Were you there for Mania weekend?
Yes, when they was in Tampa, we was out there for that. That was actually the match I had against JTG.
Nice.
When we was out there in Florida. And that was like my first year and a half in, so that was an honor. And then following that, I got Ace Austin a few months later.
Nice.
So that was cool too.
Yeah.
But that was the furthest I went. But I would love to go like all around the country. I really want to wrestle in London. I want to wrestle there.
That would be amazing.
Because UK wrestling fans.
Yes.
They can be brutal.
They can,
They make
but
songs for
But
you.
they're also very dedicated and loud and into it.
and I feel like if you
love
can get
fucking
the UK fan base behind you, you're doing something right.
Yeah.
Like you're
Kari
doing
versus
something
Commander
right.
Sterling.
That'd be okay. I'm thinking more.
It didn't seem as enticed. It was like,
No, I'm thinking more along the lines of, oh god, I can't remember his name. Started as a YouTuber, became a wrestler, made the whole YouTube career out of the journey.
Oh yeah, no, I don't like that guy. I know who you're talking about, but I don't like him.
Yeah.
Bald-headed guy.
Yeah, slaps his head all the time.
Yeah, I don't like him.
oh, Simon Miller.
That's
Simon
it.
Miller.
I've been watching his stuff. It's
He
funny.
didn't leave with the rest.
Okay, we got a question from Chris. It says, how did you get to be as excellent outside of the ring as you are in the ring? My first experience was you demanding reparations from Red at the Texas Rumble, and you've been one of the most entertaining parts of every show before the bell even rings.
That was one of my favorites.
That was that's a book he wrote. Let me see. Well, outside the ring, outside and in, I'm really just myself. It ain't really no way that I can really explain that.
Yeah.
But anyway, let me see. First experience. Oh, with me and Red. That's when I stole the title from him. But yes, it was Black History Month.
Yep.
So Red needed to.
Yeah.
He had to. He didn't have a choice.
Yeah,
He kinda had to.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. He's the whitest person on the roster. Of course
I mean,
he has to.
I mean, he got a little resilient, but
Pretty sure he's the whitest as far as pale and white.
Okay, yeah,
That's
but
Red.
I've seen Dylan smash her without a singlet on.
Fair, but
that's a thing.
I know you get your own locker room whenever you're in like the peons have to change in the back.
I just figured he wore it all the time.
Does it
Spider-Man,
show
he
the
just
little
ripped off
line
a shirt and it's a singlet.
Yeah. God, that would be hilarious.
Oh no.
That Smasher, yeah, just rips off his shirt and it's the singlet and he's ready to go.
Would I look good in a singlet?
No.
That was a trick
Yeah, I was
question.
gonna say like
No.
tights.
I like tights. So fun fact, I tried trunks once.
No.
I was like, never again. It's way too breezy for me. Way too breezy. I'm like, I don't like it.
And that's the one thing Timbo was somebody. He's like, I think Mo in tights would fucking kill. I think
It's
it's
gonna make
great.
his giraffe legs look even giraffier.
He gonna be just like me.
See,
Just like me.
And that would make the Sean and Diesel thing even better if someone would actually book that. I don't know, maybe HOT after the Fatal.
Maybe some point in the future, you know, who knows?
We're gonna be like, this is Kari, and this is taller Kari.
Taller, younger Kari.
Your girl says no.
What, to the trunks?
To the
I told her I wouldn't do that again.
I'm saying no too.
Yeah.
I agree.
Like just one time, and I was like, no. And then my legs are kind of hairy. I'm like, it don't feel good. I don't like.
You didn't want to do the shave.
That's you either shave or you get stockings. Brother, those are your options.
Ain't got that willpower. I can't do it. I can't do it.
As a former swimmer, yeah, no, that's a fucking.
I can't do it.
Singlet. She
I was
can
gonna
go to the singlet.
Oh, of course. That's why it was a trick question. I already knew it was a no before I said it.
So would you ever do the singlet tight mix like we've seen some people do?
The singlet.
Where they wear the singlet and the tights over it?
Donnie.
What?
Donnie goes Kari and Kari XL.
Wait, what?
Oh my god.
That's great.
Demo.
That's great. But he can't use my name. We just call him XL.
Kari and XL.
Or like
So that would that make Caven's Kari XS?
Okay, where do we put?
that makes sense.
We've got the tall grande invented.
So we
I feel
gon'
like we're getting racist here. We're going downhill now.
no. Look. I'm like the main
I was gonna say,
product.
it's all about Kari, so he's fine.
So look. It'll be like demo. He's like a prototype, like the KXL, right? It'll be something like that. And then Caven's, he'll be like the KS. MS. Mini small.
Mini small.
Okay.
He's the MK. He's mini Kari. And then you can throw him like a little gun. It'd be great.
It'll be like some Terminator type stuff. It'll be like that.
Oh no, Demo says Caven's not allowed to be in it.
Alright.
It ain't your group.
Remember?
It's mine.
Of course, first you gotta convince Cavens to see the light and everything.
It's fine. We'll just trade Cavens for Sebastian and Indy.
Look. I would allow Cavens to be in because I like seeing chaos. I would like to see them fight all the time. Y'all got an issue? Duke it out.
Kari and Warhorse are on Botchamania, but not because of them, but because of a fan.
Comment.
That is true. We was on there.
Yeah.
And the announcer called you Carl.
Did he really? I didn't catch that.
'Cause he saw
That's
the
how he
eye.
said Carl. I'm like, cool.
That kills people, Carl. Oh, it does.
And Donnie says, all fairness, Cavens would be running around like SWAT.
Yelling. No, he'll be. Cavens would be like our little Pokemon.
Oh my god.
I thought about this the other day. Every time he be like, Cavens, like a little Pokemon.
My heart.
Oh my god.
Demo says he's out.
So y'all are the evolutions?
Oh my god.
You gotta remember, I don't really know how Pokemon works, but it does evolve, right? So they get bigger.
I'm the last though.
Okay.
I'm the last and the best.
So more like Cell, perfect Cell.
Yes. I am the perfect cell. I absorb them.
No, remember, Demo, you don't have a choice. You have to do what Kari says.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to be in a group, then we're gonna silver this order. Yo.
I was gonna say, it's like, remember, there's only one member of Civil Disorder that escaped blood in, blood out on this shit.
Damn.
And that's because he was corporate fired. Future endeavored by Exodus.
Let's see, what does that say?
Kari, what is more of a rush? Holding the belt and chasing it.
That is an interesting question. I'm going to say holding it. Because once I got it, I don't want to let it go. Because everybody want it. Why wouldn't you? And like the rush of chasing it, I get that, but like I want it. and then the rush to hold it, and then people always different kind of people coming in, thinking they the ishnet, all of this, and they not good enough. Cause I got it. That's where the rush come in. And then I feel like I just get better and better. I feel like that with each person.
I mean, you kind of did with all the prospect title defenses. Like they just got better. All 8 of them.
Yeah,
they just got better and better.
Tyler Foster says you're up.
And
Yeah, I was gonna say, says you're up to like what 10. 20?
And I had 4 in a single day.
Yep.
They don't want to count it though, but
Exactly.
it was 4 in a single day.
Yep. But it's like I've said time and time again on this show. To me, right now, 1, you're Wrestler of the Year for MPX when we do the awards, and then 2, Match of the Year is you and Stevie. That match was great.
I've heard a lot about it. I've actually watched that match back a few times, and I was like, I was like, this is actually pretty good.
You're like, well, I was actually on something. All right.
Actually, that does bring up a question. Usually he asks it, but has there ever been that moment where it's like, it's like you went through training and everything like that, and you've learned all this stuff, but is there any moment where it just kind of clicked, and you're like, this is what it is, like for wrestling as a whole?
It's so like I feel like I got it, like it clicked, but there's still a lot that I don't know yet, if that makes sense. So I feel like I got it, and then when I try to test it, I'm testing it out, seeing how this flow. Then we got something else going.
Right.
So I'm like, new stuff to learn.
Yep.
Still got this.
The multiverse is weird, Chris.
Multiverse.
How is working with Tony Snow in Oklahoma? And actually, you were one of the first members of Snowman Enterprises in Texoma and everything. I think you were one of the first, I think.
It was.
Yeah.
Because he was actually announcing, and then when he first started, I was one of his first people.
Yep.
And then obviously he got some things going on in Oklahoma itself.
Yeah.
And he trying to get me out there, but I'm going through some things, so it's gonna be a minute till I can get out there.
That's right. That's right. So, would you ever want to join Los Reyes and bring unite Snowman Enterprise?
I will allow them to do what they want to do. As for Tony, I'll take him. I'll take Tony. Then we gonna be on some tribal chief kind of energy.
I can see that. Actually, I can totally see that. You gonna go back to the Killmonger music with that?
I would love to. It may actually come back soon. Who knows?
Yep.
Let's get better music.
Nope.
I got a whole.
It's the best. Why you think I got the cloak? The power of the cloak. That's where the music hits. The power of the cloak.
Still
Power of the cloak compels us.
I love the cloak. Now all I gotta do is get a little. I want a little custom chain. That's it. That's all I need. And it'll be complete.
I know somebody who makes chains. Hit up Warm Forge.
Yeah.
Send me that when we're done. I'm gonna need that information.
But I had a question and I lost it because suddenly got distracted.
I do that too.
ADHD's a bitch. So where would you want to go? I mean, like we talked about you wanting to wrestle over in London and everything like that, but we're talking like professionally. Where would you want to go? Would you towards Japan, go towards WWE, AEW?
I think I'm trying to think with me. I think I would exceed really well in AEW, but like the whole reason that all this started was because I watched WWE.
Right.
So it's like part of me is like I want to excel over there, but also that was the only like avenue at that point in time. As for Japan, like that's a whole different kind of market that I love. Like the way they, I don't want to say appreciate wrestling, but the way that they feel about wrestling over there, I would love to go over there and learn some.
I mean, I think appreciation is the right word. There is a very different, you can watch the crowds and you can hear the stories about it. There is a different love and appreciation that Japanese fans have for wrestling.
It's considered an actual profession.
Yes.
I was going to say,
it is. That's why they have so much appreciation for it, because you have to go through so much. It's like going to college.
Yeah.
When you get to a certain point, it's like, yes, you earned this title.
Yeah.
When you get to wrestle in Japan, actually step foot in the ring, it means something.
Right.
See, now I want to see an anime that's like heels, but in Japan. where it's actually talk. You know,
that'd
not just
be
let's make
sick.
wrestling superhero, but
That
actually
would be
talk about
cool.
the wrestling business.
Oh, I was like,
That'll
so
be
you,
sick.
So you just want to watch Tiger Mask W?
No.
No,
I'm
no.
talking
The
like
show heals with Stephen Amell,
Yeah.
but in
Ah,
Japan, yeah.
But actually, but him, you talking about it's like they appreciated. There was a long time ago when the IWC was first starting. Somebody said something on a board I was on that has always just stayed with me, in which they said in Canada wrestling is a tradition. In Mexico, wrestling is a religion.
Yeah.
In Japan, wrestling is a sport. Now, of course, they followed this up with in America, wrestling is a joke. But you know, I think that it can more easily translate as wrestling is a show.
It's weird
I don't know
because
about
like,
joke, but I would
yeah.
definitely go with gimmick.
Yeah, it is.
but it seems like now it's getting a lot more appreciated,
Yeah.
especially after like every COVID and stuff.
Right.
Nobody was able to go to sporting events,
Yeah.
so it seemed like after that there's been a appreciation for like live sports in general.
Yeah.
So like the fact that, cause like SmackDown was putting up crazy numbers
Yeah.
like right after WWE in general, and
Yeah,
then
right.
AEW coming up.
That Thunderdome thing was
that was-
actually a good idea.
And that is something I saw. I think it was today. Is everyone raves about the Attitude Era and the Monday Night Wars, and yeah, rating wise, nothing may top that. But WWE has never made more merch sales. WWE has never made better numbers. WWE and even AEW, they're all killing it as far as like business wise. Right now, wrestling business wise is the best it's ever been.
It's,
Well,
it's
yeah.
popular now.
They talk about
And
the drop in ratings, but they forget one thing. We're in the streaming age now.
Yeah.
Ratings don't matter
Yeah,
anymore.
it's streaming and it's TiVo and it's DVR
Highlights.
and watch it later. Yeah, it's YouTube or Twitter, whatever
It's like
10-minute
I'm
clip.
talking
you can
about
watch.
going to MPX. I've watched it on Twitch. On Twitch, you see 20 people watching at a time, but you go back and see it again. Suddenly, they're in the hundreds.
Yeah.
And the, much more because people are watching it later on.
Right.
And then it's like, I guess my generation, I guess that's how I want to say. The people that was heavy on wrestling, my generation, are now getting older.
Right.
They're having kids. They're
Yeah.
putting their kids on to their goofy little gimmicks.
Exactly.
Anime, wrestling,
Yeah.
cartoons, whatever it is.
You saw me
But-
having my son watch wrestling.
Because I know when I have kids,
Right.
oh, you're gonna watch some wrestling. You're gonna watch anime. You're gonna watch these OG cartoons that are you watching all of this.
Which
Yes, I am absolutely doing that.
since you did
Oh, yeah,
bring
we
it,
are.
since you did bring it up in the past fucking 4 or 5 guests we've had, what anime are you into?
Or do you watch it all?
I
He
do.
just said he did.
I do. Let me see. So my top ones are which ones I watch.
Do
go
top. Do top.
Ooh, hold on, okay. It's a real question right
We'll
here.
follow that up with current favorite.
Cause a lot of my top ones right now are like some recent ones I've been watching. Like Hunter x Hunter, I finished. I really like that one. Demon Slayer. Technically it's not.
Hey, he
finished.
started the
It's
chapters back
hiatus,
up.
ex-hiatus. We
Yeah.
all know.
He started up
Um,
with chapters again. We might get more anime.
Demon Slayer, My Hero, which I actually got to catch back up on the manga because I'm actually behind. What else? Jujutsu Kaisen, I
That's a
love.
good one.
OG Dragon Ball Z, which I love. Super. I need to watch Cowboy Bebop. I need to watch that one.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I've actually seen that one.
Also,
I-
watching it in English, just as good as watching it in
Yeah.
Japanese.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to find someone that I can just watch in English so that I can go and do what I got to do and
Yeah.
still know what's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, definitely Cowboy Bebop's one of those, but you're gonna be glued to your fucking seat the entire
Yeah.
time. It's
Same with
so
Trigun.
good.
Which one?
Trigun.
Okay.
I got him to watch that.
Yeah.
And then one that I really want to watch, but it's so much, is One Piece.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know where that was going to go.
I haven't even started yet, but I'm like so behind. I'm like, why do I even need to start?
So I'll give you some advice as a veteran, as a veteran anime fan. Just throw it on, watch what you can. You're not gonna miss that much because they do so many flashbacks. Just throw it on.
You'll
Go
catch
do
it
your
as it
fucking
goes.
laundry. Just have your fucking earbuds in. Like, if you hear something that sounds pretty interesting, if you hear Luffy yell at all, you're fine. He's always yelling.
Good
it's
to know.
basically like watching fucking Black Clover.
Oh, we're watching that one too, Black Clover. That one is starting out slow for me. It's
Yes.
kind of like
It does get better.
it's kind of like watching if you watch Naruto now,
Yes.
and then you try to go back and watch part 1. You're like, you can do so much. it's Black Clover is giving me that kind of like feeling, but like I'm powering through because I know this is
It
these
does. It
stages.
does definitely get better. That's what I learned because
That was the Magic and Demon
the
thing
magic
you watch,
one.
right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. That's the one that I keep falling asleep to.
Yeah,
I wake
yeah.
up and go, all right, 3 episodes ago.
Yeah.
For me, that's Ghost in the Shell.
One you should definitely watch is Spy Family.
Spy Family.
That's on Hulu, right?
Ooh, yes.
Me and Gabby were looking at it. We got it in the arsenal to watch.
Oh, you'll love it.
Cause
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like I know the girl got like some like telekinetic power, right?
It's
The
what it
wife
is.
is like some assassin, and the dad
Yeah.
knows that the dad knows she's an assassin, but she
No,
don't know.
No,
So-
he doesn't even know.
Neither of them
He's
know.
Okay.
a spy. She's an assassin. Neither of them know. Their
Okay.
little girl is a psychic and knows what both of them are, but keeps herself a secret.
So it's like Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
with a sidekick.
But it's like
child.
set in
Yes.
1950s Cold War Germany.
Okay.
Interesting.
That sounds good.
And a
Absolutely
dog.
adorable.
Oh God, yeah, the
Oh,
dog.
the dog! I haven't watched the second season.
Oh, what's
Okay,
what's the one anime with the
If you say the dog and the little
it's the
girl,
chick
it's
with the
coming
Reaper stick, but it's like they're like ghosts, I guess. It's like demon eater. or something.
Soul Eater.
Soul Eater, that's it.
out. Ah, yes.
That's a good one too. I like
Which
that one too.
apparently, according to the writer, Fire Force, if you've seen that one, is
I gotta catch up on that one too.
That's a prequel to Soul Eater, apparently.
Really? No shit.
That's what he said, apparently. I have not seen anything directly
What?
to confirm this.
Now I
but
gotta
it is
watch
all
it. I gotta watch it now.
That's fucking interesting.
Yeah. So apparently, the world, the demons eat the world in Fire Force or something, and it becomes the Soul
It
Eater
becomes the
world.
soul world. That's fucking dope.
That's interesting. Yeah, I have to watch that
And
now.
if you're looking for a sports anime, IQ is really fun.
High IQ is one of the best.
Which one is that
IQ's
It's the
about
volleyball
volleyball.
one.
Okay. Cause my friends, they've been watching like the basketball one. I forgot what it was called.
Corrigo.
But they've been watching that one, and they said that one is pretty good.
Corrigo's good.
I should have read that one
IQ's
before
better.
IQ. Yeah.
And then something that's between the two of them is Ace of Diamond.
What's that one about?
Baseball.
Okay.
That sounds
It's
interesting.
so good.
I watched.
Dude, they got an anime about dodgeball. You know how great that would be?
There's an anime about fucking sumo, bro.
Oh yes.
There's an anime about boxing.
There's an anime about ice skating.
Oh, Baki. I need to watch that one too.
Baki's good.
I watched.
I was gonna say there's a
There's
Megalobox. Yes.
Yes.
There's an anime about women with butts trying to throw each other off fucking platforms.
How did you watch that?
Yes.
Like,
That's one of the most ridiculous things. but
That's
it's so good.
anime.
yeah, apparently that's a
Anime.
sport in an
And of course,
anime.
there's the multitude of isekai anime out there.
Okay.
Oh
No.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Multitude
of
whole
guys.
another realm.
Yeah. It's a whole
What was the new one? Oh, Hellsing. I like that one.
Oh
yeah.
yes.
We
That's a
started like
classic.
2
That
episodes of
one's
that. So
Is that one on Netflix too?
no,
Or is that the Van Helsing?
it was originally on Adult Swim, like with Cowboy Bebop, and now it's on. We watch on Crunchyroll, but I don't know. It might be on
I made him
Hulu.
find me a Crunchyroll account because I can't live my life without anime apparently. And then I wanted to start him off easy, doing like the easy. So his very first anime was Trigun.
Yeah,
So it was like you gotta watch this. You can watch it in English, so we don't have to deal with like you listening to it in Japanese.
The
and
dub is
trying to
fantastic.
read. The entire storyline is super compelling. You'll love it. It's westerny.
Yeah, and
it's
it was
got
good.
guns. It's got
Yeah.
space, right? So I was like, watch this first. If we can get through this, I'll show you some more stuff. We'll see where it goes. So he finished Trigun, and I go, okay, we'll try something new. We started Yu Yu Hakusho
yeah.
because it's
Oh, yes, the OG one.
because it's like it's got fighting, it's got like cute girls, it's got death. We'll see what happens. We got a couple episodes into that, and I was like, well, you're not really interested. So he started watching Vinland Saga with me.
Yes.
And then
Love that
immediately
one.
took him off because he likes newer stuff. So I was like, okay, we're gonna go back. We're gonna watch
Well, and
something.
the fact that it's very bloody and violent. It's
Yes, it's
wonderful.
awesome. So I was like, we're gonna go back.
So you'd like Jujutsu Kaisen then?
We're gonna
Yes.
watch.
Yeah.
We're gonna watch one more old thing. It's one of my very favorite animes of all time. This is Hellsing. I showed him the first episode, and then immediately showed him Hellsing abridged.
Which was great. And that other one we started watching was good too, the Hell's Paradise or whatever.
Oh, Paradise is good.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I haven't heard of that one.
That's on Crunchyroll.
Look, I have
Okay,
a
have you heard of
list.
Inuyasha?
Yes.
You know they have a
Boo.
spinoff?
It's a sequel series, Yashahime, about the daughters of Sashomaru and Inuyasha.
That was one of the reasons I hated anime. Was
Oh, you
Inuyasha.
can't get him on that. That's a pre.
Cause like
All right, so Greg asks.
what is he at? Oh, have you ever played any other sports ever? I played basketball, football, track, and cross country. These are all like junior high-ish.
Were you a receiver or safety?
Linebacker and safety.
Really? Linebacker, okay.
Yeah. And then I tried running back, but I was like,
Yeah.
I want to just hit people.
Those linebackers are usually kind of big and stocky.
I mean, it was probably big for.
I was.
Well, yeah, okay, for your age.
I was
probably were
relatively skinny.
Yeah.
But I had a cheat code
I
because
know,
I was so
fast,
bony.
so-
I can just
Yeah.
throw illegal bows.
Yep.
exactly.
Can't get
Oh, someone said Chainsaw Man. Yes, that one too.
Yes,
I like Chainsaw Man.
I wanted to start that one, but I haven't been allowed to watch it yet.
It's
so.
solid. It's solid.
I keep telling you,
It's
it's
solid.
Good ones.
Man, let's see who.
Chris Hicks asks, in Dojo Wars between DFW All Pro and MPX, which side would you choose? Presuming you would be on MPX's side because you're the champion.
Oh man. Don't do that. Don't do that. He's trying.
The transmission's unstable. You can
the
probably do
hard-
whatever right
the
now.
hard-
He's trying to start drama.
I mean,
Got enough of that to
I don't know.
now's the perfect time to start it, apparently.
I don't know. My mom's gonna explode, man. Like, how do you?
I was gonna say, it's
I have loyalty on both. Like,
I was gonna say, it's the same as...
DFW gave me my foundation, and MPX allowed me to perfect
Elevate
things.
it.
Yeah, to elevate it.
Exactly.
Don't make me choose.
I was gonna say, it's exactly like Exodus.
I'ma have to-
It's Palmer versus Lou, and
Please.
Kari's up there, and they gotta get a ladder to bring him down.
I plead the fifth. I'm gonna have to be like a double agent or something.
I was gonna say,
I
like,
played the
eventually it's just going to turn out to be 7 matches of Lou versus Palmer.
And they just get to pick their team, like, okay, Palmer won, so Exodus come over here. Lou wins, Kari goes over here.
Yeah.
Dylan goes here, Demo goes here.
That would, man. We would just have to play like Connect Four. Like, let's just play a quick little game.
All right, so completely off topic, Greg asked, do you have any pets?
Yes, I have a little dog. Now, she ain't little, but she be acting like she little. Her name is Rain. It's actually Gabby's dog, but as I am with Gabby, I am now the father to the dog. And I love her. I love her. Prior to her, I had another dog named Kari. We got her from a pet shelter thing. Kari went through some things.
Mm-hmm.
She did not like other dogs.
Yeah.
She was very protective over me, specifically me.
I have a cat like that.
And like, cause I didn't really ask what her background was. I just saw her and I was like, I want her. And she was like as big as a wolf. Like, she was big.
What kind of dog? Any clue?
I don't even remember her. I got like a little video of her if y'all can decipher like what kind of dog she was.
Here,
I'm
the resident.
I was gonna
expert.
say, yeah, she's the dog person. She
Either
knows.
her or
let me see.
one of us.
Yeah. So okay, so what's the new one?
Rain's like a Catahoula, but we don't know what she's mixed with.
That's a pretty energetic dog.
We be thinking it's like a pit bull because you know the way pits kind of smile.
Right.
It's very distinctive.
Yeah.
So we think that.
So
We
it's
think
Wolverine.
German Shepherd. Cause she got like these super erect
those
ears.
street dogs, they can be mixed with anything.
Oh yeah,
Let me see.
exactly.
They live for the streets.
So
And there's our little shit.
this is Rain. That's Rain. This is the current dog. What you think she mixed with? The Miles Morales.
I definitely see the Catahoula and the German Shepherd,
Yeah.
but the head is so muscular.
She low key strong. She's lean. She's very lean.
Nice.
Yeah.
Show Jay. See if he can-
Oh yeah. No,
Could you
that's-
decipher
No, I have no idea.
And she's super intelligent.
I was gonna say, yeah.
She's super intelligent.
Yeah.
That's gonna be that caterpillar.
Yeah, they are.
Let me see if I can find
They're hardy
Kyrie.
dogs.
How'd you, or I guess you said it was Gabby's before. How'd they come up with the name Rain?
If I remember this correctly, she liked that royalty kinda. Gabby liked that royalty kinda name, so
Right.
she gave it Rain.
I like
Gave her.
it. Gave her. I like that.
Hey, you didn't ask that
I
dog what her
cannot-
pronouns were.
That's fair. That's fair.
Roman. She says Roman, that very Roman name.
Oh.
That's what I'm guessing.
Did Gabby say that?
Yeah.
I was on par. Where's the video?
Oh no.
Oh, it's here somewhere. Until I find it. Anyone got any other questions? Make sure y'all share the shit.
We've never had so many like phones out to share videos. It's actually fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it's like this is a new experience for us.
Right.
Yeah.
So talking about a little bit with fandom and stuff like that, you had mentioned earlier with the Gotham and Metropolis stuff like that. Do you have a particular, like, are you strict Marvel or DC, or you're just any comic in general?
Reigns as
Yeah,
like
Roman
reigning
Reigns.
champion.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was thinking Reign.
Yeah, no, it was royalty.
I guess that's me. I can't this is Kyrie.
Oh, nice.
Oh geez, yeah, she's a.
Yeah, so
Oh,
what,
you're just
what kind of dog is that?
Oh shit. That definitely got some like
she was
that got
big.
some back
You
legs
see?
of a German Shepherd in those
Yeah.
ears. Definitely.
The ears.
It's like there's definitely
Oh,
Shepherd
yeah.
in there. There's
Oh, probably some sort of lab too.
But like, unfortunately, I wasn't able to keep her because she didn't.
Yeah, it's the code that definitely says
She
that.
didn't get along with Rain,
Right.
and I was moving in, so
Gabby says that's a wolf.
it was.
I mean, yeah, probably.
She was
that's
a little
entirely
wolf.
possible. Wolf dogs are a thing. So
But
Marvel.
no, I
DC,
don't.
do you
I don't have a
like
particular.
all?
I do enjoy them all. I think
Dark Horse.
Marvel has really dope like live action movies, but DC got super dope animated
Yeah.
movies.
yes,
No, that is for sure.
And like I've been on this tear lately of watching the DC animated
Yep.
movies. Lately,
Which is-
like they've been so good.
I was gonna say,
back
I
in the '90s, it was
just
completely the opposite.
Yeah.
DC was just rocking the live action movies, at least until Batman and Robin.
How dare you? That's my favorite Batman movie.
Batman and Robin.
she's not lying.
That's the little.
She's
with
not
Mr.
lying.
Freeze.
We've had this argument.
Oh,
I don't
Batman
even-
Bulls.
Wait.
I like that one. I like
But
that
at the
one.
same time, that's the one that killed the franchise for a while.
I will fight anyone who says that's a bad
I
movie.
liked it.
They were good.
So good.
They were like enjoyable, like just entertaining.
They were.
to watch.
That's the thing. They were fun. I just was not a fan of George Clooney. I enjoyed Val
That's
Kilmer.
fair.
I thought Val Kilmer was good.
Get out.
So, and just
get
George
out of my
Clooney, I didn't
Walmart.
get it.
Okay, so what I came to the conclusion of is Val Kilmer was an excellent Batman. Mediocre.
Not a good Bruce Wayne.
Not a good
George
Bruce
Clooney
Wayne.
was an amazing Bruce Wayne. Bad Batman.
Not a great Batman.
Yeah.
Put them together, you get Michael Keaton.
But as a kid, I loved Alicia Silverstone, so therefore I
Yeah,
enjoyed
no,
the movie.
I was one of the droolers too.
Yeah.
One of the droolers.
So Greg asked, Kari, who has been a big influence on your life and in wrestling?
These are those deep.
Yeah,
questions.
we're back to hard hitting questions.
Yeah, let's
now.
do it. I like that. Let me see.
Oh,
Big
can I ask
influence.
the
Well,
question you hate then?
No.
I'll say.
Do it.
I would say for the sake of me, like to seeing him wrestle, Seth Rollins is a pretty big influence on me. It's funny. Fun fact: I actually wanted to use the curb stomp, but I let Tommy Prince have it. I allowed I allowed him.
You lost rock,
to use
paper,
that
scissors, didn't you?
No, I felt generous that time.
It was definitely rock, paper, scissors. Do you want any other snacks?
Actually, I got a fruit snack that I took out of there. Can I have those, please? Gracias. But yes, Seth Rollins is like one of my big influences. Shawn Michaels, one of my big influences. A little hint of Ric Flair.
Yeah.
I like his animatedness.
Oh yeah.
The Rock, and Kofi Kingston.
Yeah.
Those are like my.
Oh, that's what he used to call you.
That's what everybody used to call me.
I was gonna say when he first debuted in the face, of course.
And
it was wonderful.
And it's funny because I kind of did it to myself because I used to use the Trouble in Paradise.
Yep.
And it's just for the fact that I really like that move.
Yeah, it's a great move. I've always loved. While Trouble in Paradise looked so good, I loved when he did the SOS. I thought that looked amazing, and then it was always a signature. It was never a finisher. I was like,
Nah, that was a really
SOS
sick
is
move.
a finisher.
Yeah.
Like that move is so cool.
Like just landing on your neck.
yeah, exactly. I was like, how is that not the finisher?
Okay,
Yeah.
there are people popping right back up after a Canadian destroyer or a Spanish fly.
Depends what promotion you watch.
Depending on where you see it.
Exactly.
Duck 2, watch the gun.
I'm just gonna say these are the greatest fruit snacks.
Oh, I love those.
I know, right?
Those
They're
are-
love-
like gushers kind.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I used that with Quackenbush, Mike Quackenbush.
Duck 2,
his-
watch the gun.
Because he was talking about getting what kind of finisher should you do, and how should you protect a finisher on one of his videos. And I was talking about how it's like my trainer always said, it's like he hated watching these Canadian destroyers and Spanish flies being used willy nilly because what are you supposed to do after a huge move like that? Duck one, mind the gun. And he's like, I've never heard that before. I am totally using that in training. I'm like.
Yeah, but remember, one of our favorite people thinks Quackenbush is a piece of shit. So
That's also
Like, who thinks that?
Dave.
Record
Okay,
scratch.
she's like, there.
Like he's got the
Makes sense.
Yeah, he has the personal experience. We can always call him Quackenbot.
Alright, yeah, I get it. I don't agree, but I get it.
I don't agree either. So, but nope, my brain.
It's gonna come to you.
Yeah,
You lose your train of thought.
I have a infant child that I take care of, and he has not had a great day. So I have not had a great day either.
Since we did talk about Marvel and DC a little bit, and it went around recently in the past couple of weeks, the Wolverine X-Men suit. What are your thoughts?
And that new Deadpool movie.
Mm-hmm.
We've been waiting on it forever.
See,
I like it. It looks.
I think it looks good. I do wish it was sleeveless. I get why Hugh Jackman
I was
doesn't
going to say,
want
did
to.
you hear why?
I do
Because
get
he
why
didn't
Hugh
want to do
Jackman-
the whole body thing.
Well, yeah, I
Well,
get
that's one of the
that.
reasons.
Yeah.
Apparently, the other reason is the man's unfortunately prone to skin cancer,
Okay.
and with them being out in the desert
Yeah.
for more than a few
Oh, okay.
years,
That's.
Which is fine, but
That's logical.
I figured immediately it was he didn't really want to get the bulk up again for
Which
the arms, and I was
also
like,
I think he
absolutely
wasn't he
fair.
like dehydrating himself.
Yeah.
Yes.
I-
to
No,
be
that
able
was-
to get that look, you have to dehydrate
Nope.
and you have to actually
Well,
be flexing the whole
and that's the
time.
thing, because out of all the movies he did, and he even said this in interviews, Logan was that Wolverine. That was the perfection he's been looking forever. Was Logan, and they did that scene in the woods where he was running and just slashing people left and
I
right.
love
And
it.
as soon as they yelled cut, he fucking passed out because he was dehydrated and just he gave everything to that.
It was like a one take. I think.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
So I totally get why he didn't want to go through that again, but I was like,
Yeah.
man, the sleeveless would have been cool. But no,
Yeah,
I'm happy to see the
appreciate
yellow.
I want to see. I hope there's a mask, and I hope it looks as good.
See, I'm not too big on the mask.
See, I think we gonna get the.
You
What
think
was
you'll
it?
get
It
it
was
all?
one movie. Was it the Wolverine
Yeah,
where
the
he actually
Wolverine.
like
He
opened it?
opened
He was
the
like, he was
suitcase
like, maybe
and
next
it's
time.
there.
It was that kind of.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the Wolverine. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so
which is a much better movie than people get credit.
I
I
agree.
heard
Yes, it was.
a little detail that they said that they were going to have Wanda be Magneto's
Yes.
child. Like they're putting in that.
Yes.
I want them
to do
that.
And I'm like, please.
I want them to do that.
Please, I would die.
It's what is it? Wanda Earth 833 or whatever Wanda we've seen before in WandaVision that's
Yeah.
coming back. That is supposed to be Magneto's daughter, and there's two things that supposedly the rumors I've read is one, it's Marvel kills the MC universe, but it's the MC Fox universe. So he's
In that Deadpool movie.
yeah. So the
Yeah,
Deadpool movie
yeah.
is Deadpool kills the Fox Marvel universe.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
God.
then
I've heard.
the other thing I've heard is because of the Wanda story with Magneto, they're trying to set up House of M.
Oh my God, I
Which
died.
I don't know if they could do, but
No,
holy
the
shit,
thing
that
is,
would be
okay,
great.
That's gonna be
I could see
sick.
that working because they could do the exact opposite of how they ended House of M. and everything, because at the end of House of M, she says no more mutants.
Yeah.
And we get decimation. She does the opposite, especially since we've already had the hints with Miss Marvel.
Right.
With there was somebody else that actually they had a hint with that. I can't remember who it is. But there was another hint of a mutant, Namor.
Yeah.
It's like it's like they've had these hints pop up of these could be mutants because they talk about it's like, well, he's a mutation of it and everything, and the Inhumans don't exist in 616.
Okay, if we're going based off of that, do we consider the plants that are in Wakanda that make you the Black Panther? Is that the catalyst that turns you into a mutant? I can't remember what it's called. What is it called?
The actual plant?
The heart-shaped plant?
Yeah, the heart.
Yes, but what is the actual thing that turns you into a mutant? It gets spread.
It's the X gene.
What is it called?
It's the X gene. Or you're thinking the Terrigen Mist from the
Yes, the
Inhumans.
Terrigen Mist. That is what spawns.
I could see that. That could work.
Right?
Wow.
That'd be dope.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
Yeah.
And then that causes all of these other mutants, and then you can. Oh my god.
Mine just spinning, ain't it?
This is the kind of fan booking I love.
This is my shit.
Greg asks, what things and moves do you refuse to do or have done to you during a match?
Greg, that's spelling, bro.
Dude, what moves do you not want done to you? Or
what do you not want to take? What do you not want to do?
I was like, would you ever take a vertebraker?
Would you ever take a border toss?
A lot of the stuff I don't want to do, I'm not doing.
That's fair.
Let me say it in like death matches. Like I can't.
I was gonna say I did love.
I can't.
So
bro.
I might actually be
I
true
loved-
to him not being at the Purge.
No, I actually really did love at ACW having you and Demo next to me. I'm like, oh yeah, when y'all, because we're watching Stevie and Locke, and Stevie impressed the fuck out of me. I was like, oh, how's it going? I was like, would y'all ever? And you're like, fuck no. It's like, I'll watch it, but I'm not doing it.
I love watching it. I'm like, bro, like what do y'all be thinking about?
Right.
Like
So,
coming up with this stuff.
yeah,
But
exactly.
Oh no, not for me. Not for me.
Yeah, no, and that's. The
I will
thing,
watch
like,
it though.
Yeah,
I will
no,
watch
and
it.
it's great. But no, it's one of those where again, one being at ACW and again, y'all watching that type of stuff and seeing people's reactions because there's different types of reactions.
Yeah.
Fucking Gabe was there in ACW, saw and goes, "Oh, I want to try that," and now he just wants more. And then you got people like you and Dimmer like, "Fuck that!" you're like mad respect, but no.
I'm watching. I'll be like, oh, like y'all are insane.
And I may be wrong. You were part of Hell in the Back 1 or 2, weren't you?
I was supposed to be, but
Okay.
I got COVID at the time. No. I take it back. No. I actually had it. I actually had it because I wasn't able to do that match, and I was supposed to be at MPX the next day too.
Yeah.
So Chris Hicks
So-
asks, which of Polly Paparazzi's hats is your favorite?
Do you have?
I ain't even gonna lie to you. I don't be keeping track of what happened.
Beneath your notice.
The white one. I don't know.
The Happy Corbin hat.
Is that one? The little
Yeah.
I think he's got a Happy Corbin style hat. Yeah.
I forgot what the actual
Aren't they
hat
all
name
the same,
is.
just
Fedora.
different colors?
Fedora.
Yeah.
It's like a
They're
little,
all
but it's like a
fedoras,
little
but
mini. It's like a little
Trilby.
mini fedora.
The Trilby. That's what they're called.
Is that? I think that
Trilby.
is the name.
Yeah.
I think that is.
Isn't that the Brawling Brutes type hat?
No, the
The
Trilby's
English?
the Trilby
Nah,
is
that
the
was- I
no,
forgot
that's
what
a
that was
cabbie
called.
or crap. What's it called? Workman's hat, cab hat.
Messenger? Paperboy hat?
Yeah, there's like a number of
Yeah.
names for it. I can
Yeah,
never
we can.
remember which
Let's
three.
roll with that one. That gets the little Scrooge
Which,
world hat.
obviously, very random, but she did say Paperboy. Favorite video game of all time?
Ooh,
Favorite video game. Ooh,
man, you really dated yourself with the Paperboy reference there, man.
No, which is
Man.
my favorite. Which is my favorite thing. And I was talking to someone the other day. Some of our most recent guests, like, hey, anything you don't want to talk about? Like we ask every guest, not my age. Then we start talking about something, and it's like, you just outed yourself, man.
Yeah.
So I would say the Mass Effect games.
Yeah.
I came into those like late, like whenever they came out with the Legendary Edition, and they had all of them released. I bought it, and I was like, well, let me go ahead and play this.
So, what's your opinion on the ending?
I didn't have an issue with it.
Yeah.
It was like, because I was trying to think. I was like, well, what would I do?
Right.
So I guess you leave it open to everybody else. But also, there's like this. Ain't there supposed to be Mass Effect 4 coming out? I think,
yeah.
or being worked on something like that.
Or something, because
Like there was Mass Effect Andromeda, which had nothing to do with the rest of it.
Yeah.
Because the ending, spoiler alert for anybody that has not played Mass Effect, the ending that I chose was to have both people have the cybernetic powers and be themselves, or something like that.
Yeah.
I chose that ending.
The combination of the Reaper and
Of like being like kind of cybernetic and also humanoid-ish.
Right.
I chose that ending.
Okay.
So I'm like, how they going, depending on what ending somebody chose, like how do you pick up off of that?
Right.
Well, I mean, it's like I remember when I played Mass Effect 2, it was, I had to unfortunately lose my Xbox 360 before that, Red Ring of Death. So I had to go through the intro part of it where it asks you, hey, this happened in the last game, what did you do? This happened in the last game, what did you do? This happened in the last game, what did you do?
Nothing transferred, so you had to kind of like just remember.
Yeah, it's like, geez, what were my choices? Yeah. Although it did make it easier to choose to keep Caden alive. I could never choose Caden over Ashley in the first game.
Were you able to keep everybody alive in the suicide mission?
Yes.
I was too.
I even was able to keep Kelly, the redhead.
On the ship?
Yeah. Because you've got to do that.
I failed that one, and I was so sad. I was like, I just need to do one more mission, and I'll come save you. That one mission cost me everything.
Yes,
I was so sad.
Oh man.
I was like, I'm so sorry.
Because I just finished Jacob's mission, and I was like, oh, they kidnapped everybody. Kelly.
I was so sad.
Flat cap.
After that mission, I was so disappointed.
It's just called Flat Cap.
Flat. Okay.
There's actually.
I'm trying to think of the name of what it is in GTA because they got the hat in GTA too.
Yeah. I've always known it as a cabbie hat.
Somebody said Greg should throw up the dubs. I be doing this just cause it started out as dubs, but Wright starts with the W. So I'm like, okay, well we gonna run with it.
I was just gonna say when you started doing it, I was like, oh, that makes a lot. That's cool. That makes a lot of sense. Why has he not been doing that all the time?
It's hilarious because it's like two other wrestlers that do it too.
It's better than what I did during my backyard days. I do this because it's two J's come together as the W.
See, this seems like a lot for me. See, I can just throw it up like that.
Yeah,
but it's like a.
I was also a huge fan of John Cena's extra large bull horns.
Yeah.
I used to want the little pump shoes too.
Oh man, back in the.
I was gonna say when those first came out, I had a pair.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, fucking 90s.
I knew my mom wasn't buying me that. I was not taking care of shoes like that. At that age, nah.
I got lucky. My grandparents bought them.
Yeah.
So.
They literally didn't know.
Wait the tongue.
Well, yeah, but it was also fucking. It was fidget spinners before they were fidget spinners.
That's also true.
We would just get bored and fucking do that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. What time is it?
Let's see who else we got.
Okay.
So talking about Mass Effect learning, so are you more of an Xbox person or a Sony person?
I started on Xbox, and because all my friends had PlayStation, I shifted over to there. Yeah. But one thing I do not do, I'm not on the fanboy. If I like it, I've been on both sides. It's kind of like with the Android iPhone thing.
Yeah.
I've had Android before. I liked it. I have iPhone. I like it. Yeah. I feel like it's no real point.
No, see, that's the thing. Like, yes, I am primarily a Sony person. So yes, I want a PS5 before I get the Series X. But I wouldn't mind having both. You know, because there are things that are on Xbox that are exclusive. There are things on PlayStation exclusive.
These Spider-Man games.
That's what I want a PS5 for.
That's been dropped.
The Spider-Man games are. The Spider-Man was amazing. I've waited on Miles Morales. I haven't played it yet because I want the PS5 to play it on.
Yes.
So, and then
really
Spider-Man
good.
2 is coming out. I was like, I mean, not fucking wait. I mean,
You may have to
get it
just
on
go
PS4.
ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead and bite that bullet.
Yep.
I want it because I want to be able to play the Horizon Forbidden West game. 'Cause that game is just
Yeah.
I played the first one.
Zero Dawn. Yes.
The first one's really good, and I'm like, I've only played the first one because that second one came out. I haven't got the second one yet, but
Yeah.
that first one, I was like, this
See,
game is really
And like
good.
I'm a huge
Really
fan
good.
of God of War, so I've put off
Yes.
playing the newest one because I want a PS5. But I'm like, I may just have to fucking get it because I'm tired of waiting. Like I want to play it so bad.
Ragnarok.
I'll be
Yeah,
honest.
That one's so good.
Yeah.
I watched a
So
playthrough of it because I'm just like, I don't think I'm ever going to be able to get the PlayStation I need to be able to play it, so I'm
Yeah.
just going to watch through it.
I've always
It's really
wanted.
good.
I want that Kratos beard too.
That is-
It's sick, but my facial hair not.
You
gonna
want
do
Days
that.
beard?
It ain't gonna do that, man.
So, granted, we don't know if they will or not. If MPX was to do another retro show, do you have an idea of what you would want to do?
retro. Let me see. Let me see. Let me
You
see.
could always give in and actually do Kofi.
I can't.
Oh, come on!
I couldn't.
Him, Demo, and Caven's New Day. It's right there.
I couldn't.
Oh, jeez, that would have
Fucking
worked.
Caven's is fucking Xavier Woods. Demo's Big E.
I would. Let me see.
That would work. Actually.
That would work too well.
Yeah.
That would work too well.
Especially the way y'all.
I would
feel
be
like
like
y'all
a-
would all play off each other so well like them. I think it would work.
I feel like for the retro thing, I wouldn't even necessarily pick like any of the old style wrestlers. I would probably be like what Seth Rollins is doing right now. I would probably just do that.
So you just walk
And
out
that's
and
the
let
thing.
people sing to you?
Come out and just start dancing.
That's the thing. He wouldn't even throw back to Tyler Black. No, it'd have to be Seth Rollins now.
Right now.
What he's doing now is hilarious. I freaking love it.
He's coming out with a.
Yeah, all the fucking just gaudiest attire he can find.
Like just the other day, he came out with some chicken wings. I would definitely do that. I would come out with like a bag of chips, some fruit snacks, just cause.
I love hearing that. There's like the whole thing of him just coming out and letting people sing to him and then going back to the back. That started as a last minute change because he was supposed to have a match and then suddenly they're like, as he's going out there, it's like, you're not having a match. Just go out there and waste time.
Yeah.
And it's like, he was pissed off at first. Now he's eating it up.
Well, and that's the thing. People, like, it's some of the best things that have happened in wrestling with WWE or whatever has happened all organically, and that's one of those moments that, yeah, just fans took over. Fucking Austin 316 was a throw-off line that he never expected to catch on. Then the next day they go to tape and there's Austin 316 signs. He goes, oh, cool, we're on to something. Let's make a lot of money on shirts.
See, I think I still need a catchphrase. I want a cool catchphrase.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure that out because I don't have one yet, and I want one.
That's fair.
I'm gonna figure it out one day. One day I'm just gonna say something.
Yep.
And be like, "That's
Yeah.
it."
And that's all it
It's-
works.
yeah, it's like
you'll do it, and then
That's
all of a
it.
sudden somebody will say it back, or you'll see it, and you'll be like, "Hey, that was meant to catch on." Fucking did.
And it works.
Yeah, it's amazing how things like that work.
Be just that. It's that organicness.
Yeah. But no, that was it was for when they were in London. Asking questions, kind of like who's is better, who's what, and their backs turned to each other, so they can't see each other's answers. And one of them was like, who has the best theme music? And Becky, of course, said Seth, and Seth said Becky, and he goes, no, yours is way better. He goes, yeah, but yours has become iconic. No one can top your music right now because of the fan interaction. Because I'm the same way. I'm like, Seth's music all right, but Becky's music, I love her music, and I always have.
It's become honestly the WWE equivalent of when people would sing Judas in My Mind.
Yeah.
When Chris would come out.
Yeah, that is what Seth has right now, and it's. But I just loved how it was that because she said to go, yeah, mine's better, but yours is iconic, so therefore you win.
Yeah.
See, I need that kind of music, and I'm trying to find a way to.
Killmonger had it.
I
want to do it, but I want to make it myself.
Yeah.
Like have my own custom. That way I can use it.
I was gonna
wherever
say it's
without
like
copyright
if
issues.
only you knew some people who mixed music. Like,
Oh, I do.
Maybe someone who
Yeah.
was a DJ.
Oh,
I thought you were talking about Exodus, so I was like, no, him and Exodus were
I
really
was
wrong.
thinking Tony, but okay.
Yeah, I think did I run the idea about Tony a few times? I think I did, but
Yeah.
it's like something I want to be like hands on about, like
Right.
being in there with it. And then I got a few friends, my cousin and my
Yeah.
homeboy that do music.
Well, and I feel that to me, and it's again nothing against wrestlers in general, but the ones who are always hands-on with their character, with their moves, with their music, those are the ones you see succeed so well because it is a part of them and they feel that, you know. And you have some that kind of like just do it and do whatever they're told and just get what they're handed. And yeah, they may be good at it, but they're not the ones that want it and exceed at it.
Yeah.
So no, you always be hands-on. Oh, that's why like when people say that, like, oh, I just get whatever. No, dude, fucking pick your music. Like get hands-on with it.
It may even be situations where like you may not even have an idea at that time, and what somebody may tell you, you can be like, okay, that was more or less like you may not know how to explain what your vision is, but then somebody give you that base. You're like, okay, well let me try this with this now, this with this now, and then things start flowing.
Exactly.
Greg asks, do you still have any more of the hoodies that you wear?
The hoodie poncho?
Yes.
I only got one. That's soon though.
Remember, merch ideas are coming
Think about it, coming soon. Because a lot of people like that, and it's funny because I just had that hoodie just laying around. It was like a 3X.
Right.
It's a 3X hoodie, and I was like, well, I obviously can't wear this. And like I just had it, I was like, what if I just make it to a poncho? Because I like ponchos. I don't know why. Maybe, well, I do know why. I watched Emperor's New Groove.
I was gonna say. I was like,
that's like one of my favorite movies.
Yes,
that is one of the
very underrated. Fucking love that movie. Probably in my top 5 Disney movies. Love Emperor's New Groove.
So underappreciated.
But for some reason, you said poncho. I immediately, before Emperor's New Groove, I was like, oh, Western.
Nah, it was from that.
Yeah.
It was, and it's funny too, cause a little bit of me is like Cusco. A little bit of me.
What, the very David Spade sarcasm?
That it's like that. A little hint of Killmonger with that likableness of Miles Morales.
Yep.
With me, I'll be like picking from a lot of different people.
Exactly.
Do you want to go ahead and wrap up, or?
Unless the people got more questions.
Does anybody else have questions?
Do you got a question?
I have a finale question.
Or do you got the question that you wanted to say earlier?
Actually, I have a finale question pretty much of, it's like, so where you are now, where do you want to be in like 5-10 years?
So compared to where I'm at now, where I want to be in the next few years, I guess, I want to be on a full-time wrestling kind of schedule, I guess I can say. Meaning, within the next 5 years, I want to try to expand nationally to increase my fan base so that, at some point, I'm going to have to leave. And it's going to be on to a bigger stage to bring entertainment to the masses. But I want to get to that level to bring like financial security not only to myself but to my family.
Yeah.
Cause I can't thank the people around me enough for a lot of what they do for me. So I really feel entitled.
Chris Hicks says, before we close out, your legal team has informed me that I owe you a formal apology for co-opting Loser Cam. That was very unexcellent of me.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. And I'm happy they contacted you because I told them to do that the moment I saw it.
Well, speaking of contacting, following things like that, before we go out, go ahead and it's like, do you have socials, a schedule that you can tell people that where you're going to be next and everything like that? Where they can follow you.
But let me get the social medias out the way while I remember where I'm going to be, because I don't have them in my calendar. So on Facebook, it's Kari Wright, Jai, Wright as in Wright Brothers. Find that on Facebook. On Instagram, ko.shea, SHEA. What else I got? Twitter, at Kari3K. The 3K comes from Andre 3000. I like Andre 3000. And I couldn't use that, so I said I'm going to use 3K.
Yeah.
And then TikTok, Kari3K still. I'm starting to upload on there more, so be on the lookout for that.
Yeah, good.
I'm not gonna be anywhere this weekend. Maybe not. But next
Always a
weekend,
possibility.
I got HOT Sunday, and then Saturday we have the New Texas, the Indy Showcase, Texas
Nice.
Indy Showcase.
Yeah, the Texas Showcase.
I have that going on. I believe that's gonna be in Pasadena.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
I'm about to be real active for the next few weeks.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much, Kari, for joining
Yes.
us, because this is, like I said on my post, I don't know if you saw it, but it's like getting Exodus last week and getting you this week was actually very big for me because, when I first went to DFW All Pro, y'all were prime flight and y'all came out and just wowed me. And ever since then, following y'all's career, the two of you have just been getting better and better and more amazing. And it's like finding out more about you and everything has been really awesome. So make sure you tune in next week. Next week's going to be kind of fun because we've got multiple guests. We're having a ref show.
Yeah, I don't know how they're all fitting. But,
We'll find out. We'll figure it out one way or another.
Oh yeah, when's the loser cam return?
The loser cam?
Yeah, when's that coming back?
It may come back this Saturday.
But yeah, definitely. Thanks for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. Tune in next week. Make sure you're at MPX this Saturday for the Purge. You may or may not see the
A possible cash in.
Yeah, might happen.
Maybe not.
It's always a question.
Get your hopes up, because I like to do that, then disappoint you.
Keep it kayfabe, wrestling fans.
See you
Mark
on
out.
Saturday. Just really cash in on the annex title and then put the prospect up there, and that's what they have to grab to win.